Yeah, cruising in the ocean with my fellas, waving at the shore, we got all them people jealous. They see that we shining from way over yonder. Gotta thank my father, my sponsor, for putting me on board and also giving me the capability to live life with no fear, create buzz with no beer. God is the reason why I live like this. Now everybody hating me, now I feel like Chris. Working out, eating right, now I look like this. Phone filled with different numbers, now my ex all pissed. Now I'm playing, she don't care cause she move like this. Man, I ain't hating cause she bad, man, we all ruthless. Man, I got money in my pocket, diamonds on my pinky, and that brain I won't speak on, cause y'all won't put no leash on me. Let me run about your way, get my Tyreek on. Fly to Miami to get my beach on. Preach on.
My hand.
They got no hand.
Yeah. A little bit more. Yep. Right there. You ready? You good?
Yep.
Need some makeup?
Yeah, catch me up. Make me look good. Make me pretty.
Alright, you ready?
Yep.
And action.
Yo, what up, man? It's the M&T Podcast, the M&T Podcast, Montes World Podcast, man. We got our bro in the building.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what it is. It's me. Just call me Monty, King Jigglewatt. Monty Natra, if you are a fan, I got you. My favorite food is crab and lobster. Yo, and my man Jay. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Jay Blaze. That's what it is, not more, not less.
What it is your boy Tony Tone. What's good?
Yo, today we gon', you know what I'm saying? Y'all recognize the episode last time. We was outside, this time we inside, we getting it popping. But today we got some stuff to talk about. But anyways, we're gonna talk about how everybody's week was. Let's start with you, Tone. How was your week, bro?
Man, week starting off good, man. We gonna start off the week blessed. You know,
How was your week last week then?
last week, hey, I couldn't ask for a better week, honestly. Life good, mentally, physically, financially is getting better.
Yes, sir.
You know, we on the up and up right now.
Feel that?
Yep.
Same over here. You know, a little trying times, but ain't nothing can't overcome, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Yeah.
Way up.
I had a lot of girl problems this weekend, bro. This week. It's crazy. A lot of girl, not problems, but like situations just floating in the air. Just I'm like, cat trying to show some interest, and I'm trying to pick in between to see what's going on, and I just see a lot of no's more or less than yeses. Because we're gonna talk about it. There's a lot of stuff that I just, you know,
got it.
yeah, like, nah, we're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? So, we had this conversation, me and Tone was talking about, and I'm gonna let Jay moderate on it, but we was talking about, and matter of fact, I think you was on the phone when we was talking about it.
Yeah.
But we was talking about, do we make life hard? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do we want to break that down? Like, how do we want to explain that before we start answering the question?
First?
Yeah, go ahead. You got started? Yeah.
Yeah, I asked that question because I was sitting there thinking about life in general as we, we Ubering and stuff and on our conference call and stuff. And I learned that, we came to the conclusion that consistency is key in relationships. Love is the action word, regardless if it's a friendship, marriage, brother, whatever it may be. And I noticed too, like, those tie into a lot of different things, you know what I mean? So I asked in those moments, it's like, do we make life hard, or is life hard? You know what I mean? And I feel like in ways more so than not, we make life harder than it has to be because of the decisions we make. Every choice we make, whether it's good or bad, has a consequence to it. You know what I mean? And a lot of decisions that I can speak for myself in my life was a consequence of the choice that I made. You know what I mean? So that's why I asked that, because it's like, dang, like, it's always a shoulda, coulda, woulda type thing when you think about your life. It's like, dang, if I would have went this way, my life would be out this way. You know what I mean? So that's why I had to ask you guys, because it's like, are y'all thinking of life that same way?
Right.
Or is it just me just thinking of, overthinking? You know what I mean?
It's your take on it, please.
Oh, it's my take. Let me therapist. Let me chill for a second. Bro, like, we definitely make life harder than what it is. You know what I mean? I think a lot of stuff that it's right in our faces. You know how in relationships they be like, yo, that's a red flag. Or, you know what I'm saying, businesses and all that stuff. But from a relationship standpoint, we be like, yo, that's a red flag. Or she's showing you who she is, or he's showing you who he is. So you got to believe him right out the gate. And sometimes we be thinking we got the power to change these people. So when you look at it from that aspect, if a person is treating you wrong, or if the business ain't going right, or if the money ain't flowing like it should, things of that nature, we still continue to try to bring the money in, or still try to make things work with an individual and stuff like that. But in all actuality, it ain't working because it just ain't working. You know what I'm saying? And with us continuing to fight for it because it's what we want, and we want the business to blow. We want that girl. We want that dude. We want that. I'm speaking on both sides. So we want that girl. We want that dude. We want all of that stuff. We want the money. We want the health. We want to be better and stuff like that. But we make it harder. If we clearly know that we shouldn't be eating certain foods that will cause us to gain weight, but yet we're eating it, that's common sense. Right. It ain't gonna work like that. If we want to keep eating honey buns, which is my favorite, with the icy joint fire. Yo, them is crazy.
I said the same thing.
Them is crazy. Them is crazy. Them is definitely the devil in the bag. That's what that is. Straight up,
big
like, bro. Snack. Oh my God. What? So when you looking at it from that angle, we're controlling that. We're complaining like, oh my God, I can't lose weight, or I'm getting bigger, or I'm getting sick and things of that nature, bro. The answer is stop eating wrong. We gotta eat right.
Make the right choices.
You know what I'm saying? Make the right choices. Same thing with if we ain't got no money. I'm like, bro, I ain't got no money, but are you working? You know what I'm saying? Wherever you work at, are they giving you enough money? Are they treating you? You know what I'm saying? Are you a person that they can easily just fill back in? You know what I'm saying? Are they gonna give you a raise? Are they gonna do anything like that? You know what I'm saying? And if they not, if you feel that you have other things that you can take off better with, like starting a business or something like that, then do that. Our relationship, we be with somebody and somebody is just being a headache. They just always got a smart mouth. They always got something to say. And we ain't doing nothing wrong or nothing like that. But we begging like, yo, why you treat me like that? Stop treating me like that and whatever. Instead of just, bro, you just sitting there and letting them treat you like that. Those are the consequences for, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Like, we control our destiny. And a lot of stuff that we go through in our life that we tapped in on that don't work for us is because we just allowing it to happen. We just allowing it to happen. We not making a move like, bro, I care about me more than I care about anything else. And when we get to that point, so I care about me than anything else, then they can't nobody treat you wrong. They can't nobody not stop me from getting to the bag. There can't nobody stop me from doing nothing because I'm focused. That's where I'm at. I'm locked in. You know what I mean? So when you look at it from that, can we make life harder? I think we can, because I think we know the answers. We just choose not to take that. And I'm not saying that it's easy to just, oh no, I'm done, I'll start another job. Or oh no, I'm done, I have to put in 6 years worth of work with this girl. I'm supposed to just drop her and just do, I'm like, nah, that's not easy.
Nah, it's not, especially when you're married too.
Yeah, that's not easy.
Y'all done came so far, and just look back and you're like, dang, that's the hardest part, making the decision part.
Yeah, that junk ain't easy. Right. Smoking, if you want to stop smoking, you feel that it's messing with your health or something, you can't just, oh yeah, I'm stopping today. Well, you've been smoking since you was 18 and you 36. Right. Like, come on, bro. It's one day at a time. So it's not that, but you definitely got to have a circle to let you know with those movements as well. We're here to help you. And we ain't going to get on your back if you fall. But if you keep falling, it's like, are you falling or are you not even trying to change? Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So that's how I see it from there.
No doubt. I feel like y'all both right on that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of our issues do come from ignorance, a lack of knowledge as well, though. Whether it be in a job, you know what I mean? You might not know how to get that raise. You know what I mean? Whether it be anything, regular life. You know what I mean? How many of us didn't learn about how to handle credit until we was however years old? You know what I mean? How many of us didn't know even driving? You know what I mean? You might not have a support system to learn how to drive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True.
You don't have certain opportunities because you can't do this or that. Like, life can be definitely way more difficult just built off of not having the knowledge and ignorant. And whether it's self-ignorant, some people don't want to know better.
Yeah,
some
they
people don't want to know better or do
Yeah.
better, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people do, but might not know the resources. Granted, the internet nowadays, you can get into anything you want to and learn just about, you know what I'm saying? Granted, back then we had libraries and books and whatnot, but everybody learn different. Everybody, everything ain't for everybody.
Right.
So, even outside of the decisions we make, I feel like life in itself is a mystery to us off rip.
Yep.
And you know what I mean? So it's difficult off rip. You know what I'm saying? That's my take on it.
I like that.
Sure, man. But yeah, we definitely make it hard on ourselves. But to touch back on what you was talking about as far as like choosing ourselves.
Yeah.
So as soon as you said it, it made me think like, all right, but at what point does that become? It goes from okay, you chose yourself to you're being selfish.
I was just about to say that.
That's
the thing. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say this. I feel like you gotta find that balance because there's a certain time when you need to be about self, and then there's a certain time when you gotta be about,
Now, does that depend on the situation?
I think this definitely depends on the situation. Because when you're single and you're a bachelor, whether you're female, bachelor, whatever, it is about self. It's about self-preservation. Yeah, everything, you rely on yourself. You rely on yourself to pay the bills on time. You rely on yourself to get you to A, where A and B. You know what I mean? But also, too, you rely on yourself to set those boundaries to continue to protect your peace.
Right.
You know what I mean? But whereas if you're in a relationship, marriage, whatever it may be, I feel like being yourself and choosing yourself at moments helps you be able to continue to set that boundary and also be able to lead whoever you need to lead in that moment. Because they're seeing you take care of yourself, they're like, nah, he loves himself so much, I gotta come correct.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? I can't disrespect this man or woman. When you show someone consistently like, I want to be here, I don't need to be here. That's when they start to let me get mad. I mean, you hope sometimes it don't work out that way, but you hope that they like, yo, I gotta get my act together if I want to continue this relationship. You know what I mean? Like I said, speaking on myself, I had to find myself again. Because sometimes you get lost, especially when you got kids, you get in a relationship. Sometimes you forget, who you are, and sometimes you need that support system to remind you of who you are, so that you can get back to being you and loving on you, so you can continue to set those boundaries. And sometimes you gotta relay boundaries because people have already crossed them plenty of times. You know what I mean? So
That's true.
You know what I mean?
That's true. Go ahead. You good? I also feel like you said, like it depends on the situation. But then when you look at it from a selfish standpoint, it's hard to be selfish when you're not a selfish person.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you're if you're a lover, if you're a caring person, if all of that, it's just hard to just put yourself aside. To forget what they're going through to make sure that you're straight because you've been looking out for people for so long. You know what I'm saying? But that's the balance, knowing when somebody's taking advantage of that or knowing when somebody really actually needs it. Because there's a lot of people out here that takes advantage of you not being selfish because we give them so much at the beginning. We show them our hand at the beginning. Mm-hmm. And when we show them our hand at the beginning and we give them so much, when we decide to cut back, to me, I feel that they have every right to be upset. And the reason being is because of the fact that we should have never showed them our whole hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you look at it from that, I'm like, bro, yeah, I cook, I clean, I wash the dishes. Yeah, I got money. I can take you here. I can take you there. Yeah, but you still my girlfriend. We still gotta understand that how did I say it? Girlfriends don't got contracts.
Basically, what you're saying is levels to this.
Yeah, it's levels.
Levels.
It's levels, and we do it because we love them. We do it because we're attracted. We're interested. But sometimes we pour in so much, and then when we don't get it back in return, we look crazy. But when we look crazy, we can't be mad at them because of the fact that we set ourselves up because we gave them everything at the begining. So now walking down the aisle and getting married to that person is not really nothing spectacular to look forward to.
It's not magical.
Because I already gave you wife stuff as a girlfriend.
Yeah,
and it's
there's
like
nothing really nothing to look forward to.
Yeah, so now it's like,
yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Real Riley, host and content creator of the M&T World Podcast. So look, you guys can find me, listen to the podcast on YouTube, Apple Podcast, Spotify, any platform, right? And there are ways that you can support. Number one, if you want to send any amount of donation that you desire to, you can send it on Cash App. We made it simple at $ITSBEENREAL. That's $ITSBEENRELL. I had to make sure I spelled it right. But look, here's my favorite way for you guys to support, right? Go to my Instagram page. And Real Riley, right? That's my name on Instagram. Follow your boy first, because that's just disrespectful if you don't. Follow your boy, like some posts, right? I ain't gonna think that you're weird, but hit the link in my bio. When you do that, you're gonna go to the Rail store. Now, when you go to the Rail store, you're gonna see some phenomenal things, right? Hey, we got some coffee. We got coffee mugs to go with your coffee. We got t-shirts, anything that you can think of, man, just to show your support for the It's Been Real podcast. So once again, I'm Real Riley. Thank you for your time, and follow those instructions, or we not cool. I love you. Have a good one.
Bro, it's almost like, you know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people don't think this way, but that's what I was telling, like when people like myself now, and I'm like, you know what? I don't know if I'm gonna ever have sex with nobody else until I get married. People be like, what? Wow. But I'm like, when I look at it, I'm like, bro, if I'm having sex with an individual before the process, when I get married to that individual, it's like, what you gonna do? Change the position? I'm already knowing what's up.
All right. Pause on that one.
Go ahead.
Because, like, all right, and I want to stay on the selfish topic, but when you say that, okay, and I can respect your view on it. You know, what I mean? That's how you feel. You know, you thinking like, I don't know if I really want to even do that before that. Cool.
Right.
That's like, let's say, like, that's like having a permanent car. And you didn't test drive the car, but this is gonna be your permanent car.
Mm-hmm.
It's not being funny, but sex is a major part of a relationship. Realistically, it is, for men and for women.
It is.
You know, physical attraction is a real thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a vital key part of a relationship, to a point where it's like, you don't know if you're sexually compatible with a person until you go all the way. You know what I mean? Until you have sex. You know,
Not necessarily.
Until you don't think so?
No, I would say.
I think
I feel like you can have that magical thing. You just gotta. It's the energy. I feel like with men and women, there's no patience in between dating. When you're dating somebody, everyone's so in a rush to, I gotta find out if he or she's good in bed, and it's like not necessarily.
Right.
You know what I mean? If me and you, no, not pause.
Can that be taught? First of all, can that be taught?
Can that be what?
As far as somebody being good at bed, can it be taught?
Yes, it can be taught.
Yes, for sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
I mean, for sure.
All right.
But at the same time, when you're actually getting to know somebody and you stimulating their brain and the way they think, and then the personality comes out with that, and y'all meshing like that, when it comes time to have that sex, it's not just we effing.
Yeah,
it's now it's
we're
passion.
making love for real.
What about the physical part of it? Because once again,
if I'm talking to you, it's like we're already physically attracted to each other.
Hear me out. Let's get deeper, because
Go ahead.
all right, yes, we already. If it's to that point, you're right. There is some type of physical attraction.
Yeah.
But natural. I'm talking. I hate to get it, but let's get to the beef of it.
Get it.
Hey, the peen ain't big enough, or it's too big. Hey, the thing wasn't wet enough, or
But that's in
too wet.
exchange. You can go.
I
Like I said,
got
that's
that.
where that conversation
I
comes
got
from.
that.
You know what I mean? That conversation, I ain't even say it, but people send pictures now. You know what I mean?
but
Let me
you
see
don't
what
know
my
until you
look
feel
like.
it.
You know what I mean? But yeah, at the same time, a woman can tell if the penis is too big. Or if it's too small. You can see, that's a fucking eye.
Pictures,
You know what
okay,
I
I
mean?
feel that. But at the same time, all right, let's get even deeper, because I'm gonna be real, and I'm speaking off of self, because I have been in relationships where I felt like, okay, the sexual attraction was there, but not being funny, but okay, her spot might be on the right, my joint go to the left. I ain't necessarily hitting the spot.
The positions come in
You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. And then that's another thing. All right, maybe the positions is hurting because I might be a little bit too big. This and that.
And that's why you also too,
certain
this is
things you gotta
important,
go
'cause
through.
I learned this, and I don't mean to interrupt you, my fault. I'm saying this because it's in marriage. I'm married, you know what I mean? So you gotta learn your man and woman's body, you know what I mean? That will actually open up, because sometimes a woman, it might be wet as hell to you, but to her it's like, no, you're not even experiencing how wet I can get.
Correct.
So when you not only stimulate her mind, then you're able to figure out her body, you know what I mean, on top of that. And then before just sticking it in, you know, doing the foreplay and all the other stuff to warm it up instead of just sticking it in. I feel like that's when a woman will fully open up to you, really get to experience her. You know what I mean?
But I honestly think that a woman will fully do that if she's fully into you.
Exactly. That's what I'm
If
saying.
she's fully into you, it'll happen. I don't think that stuff will happen with somebody that they're not cool with. If they not That's just my opinion. I don't know if in my mind, to me, I've never been with somebody and had sex with an individual that wasn't into me.
Right, and I get that.
You know what I'm saying? So I can't say that, oh, well, no, they can still turn it on and get it popping even if they like you or not.
Right.
I can't really say that. Yeah. But from where I'm standing, that's just what it is. But the way that y'all explaining it, I get that. But I think that all comes with, if this person is dying in love with you, I think that all automatically turns up.
If it's that deep, I can agree with that. But at the same time, I'm still stuck on this physical thing, man, because again, like I said, it's not always there. It's not, and I'm sure. All right, let me ask y'all this: can we all agree in here in this room right now that we've had a partner or a sexual experience where we're like, yeah, this ain't it? Yes or no? Have y'all had a sexual experience where y'all was like, nah, this ain't quite it?
Nope.
Not once, not ever. Not
everybody that I was with, we was good. Now they might say that for them because they might not have thought about me that way, but me think about them that way.
Not even just the way you're thinking about it. So I'm going off of more than just like, all right, it's deeper than just how you feeling about the person, how you love that person, whatever the case may be. It might be you stroke different than they like. They want you to go slow.
But that's taught though, you know what I mean? You can be taught how to make love to somebody. You know what I mean? Especially when that communication is open. I feel like, you know, after having sex one time with somebody, that first time might not have been it. Right. You could easily be like, why don't you start moving your hips more so like how you know, when you dance. When we were dancing, we had that connection.
But would you want to go through, and I'm
if you really like that person, you're going to be patient with that person, bro.
For sure.
And you'll have a real decent conversation without somebody talking crazy. Like, bro, you ain't doing it right. Do it like this. Oh my God, my ex was better. Like, bro.
And that's a maturity. I feel like it's a mature thing. When you're dealing with someone who's mentally and emotionally mature, you know, and they really are into you, you're not going to just give up after the first. Like, hold up, hey, I'm gonna let you know the first time. Right. You know what I mean?
But can you handle that? And that would be real. I don't think the majority of society in general, the majority of people in general, because let's be real, wait until marriage is a rare thing nowadays.
That's a rare thing.
It's a rare thing, you know. Yeah. So I don't think the majority of the general population has the patience to do that, or especially has the patience in marriage.
I agree with that.
In marriage, all right, we're already locked in. We married. This is for life.
Yeah.
Now we got to do all this coaching and learn each other.
But that's marriage in general.
Because y'all didn't do that.
It's marriage. That's marriage in general. Because the thing is, that's where I looked at it. Where I went wrong at. You try to put all these expectations on before the marriage, and it's like that's not how marriage works. Marriage is about growing together.
For sure.
Not everybody's going to be perfect. Everything's not going to be peaches and cream. Yeah. Just because you say, oh, I liked you, and we dated for 6 years, and then we're like, oh, we're getting married, doesn't mean that everything's supposed to just get perfect when you get married.
Not at all.
Because then everything, the dynamic changes for real. Because not only were you saying, oh, that we're together, this is our family. No, now this means like this is this is family.
So you pretty much said, not you, but Jay, you pretty much said, you get married, you date for somebody for like 5-6 years, you get married to him on the marriage bed that night, that's sex trash. Then all of a sudden, like,
you just don't want to
be upset.
No,
do you think it's like that?
No. But
so how would that work?
There's plenty of people who might think like that.
That's what I'm saying. But will they give them that time to develop? Right. They get better. Because now it's like, yo, I want to do whatever for my husband or I want to do whatever for my wife. Let me know how to do it.
So y'all are bachelors. So I'm asking y'all.
What's up?
Is that something that you're willing to fix with that person?
Oh,
yes, for sure, yeah. But I will say this again, for the married men, let me ask you, do y'all agree with this?
What's up?
One of the top 3 reasons a man cheats in a marriage is sexual. Yes or no?
It's one of the top.
Yeah, but I think it's because it's not consistently coming.
It's not consistently coming. If
it
happens every blue moon,
it's the consistency.
If it happens every 3 weeks.
Yeah, I think it's Valentine's Day, Christmas, 4th of July. But then they're not vice versa. It's not, the man's not pleasing this woman every day and the woman's not pleasing this man or her man every day. And I think that should be an everyday thing, for real.
But I feel like,
go ahead.
Sorry to interrupt you too.
No, go ahead.
I feel like that also too comes down to, like I said, I learned a lot in these past couple of years where a lot of women rather you cuddle them first. Cuddle them and that turns them on. I would never buy a million years like that.
I was thinking like that.
But I've had a lot of women tell me like, why don't you cuddle with them and make them feel safe? That automatically in their head is like, oh, that's turn on. I feel super safe in your arms. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And y'all sitting there watching the movie, and all of a sudden, whatever comes
Hold on. Who gonna come get them while they in your arms talking about being safe? Who gonna come get them?
It's not necessarily about that type of safety. It's just that man feeling that warmth. You know what I mean? Women are emotional, but they like touch too.
Yeah.
So if you know how to touch a woman in the right way, you can literally rub her arm and it turns her on.
Yeah.
Like I said, I had to learn that.
But also, I think that it ain't even really about learning, because I agree with that 1,000%. But I'm adding on, they have to like you too, though.
Right.
Because if they don't like you, you can rub on their arm all day.
I swear in a marriage,
get off me.
I say that coming from a married man.
Yeah.
I had to learn too that when you're not doing what you are supposed to be doing, it turns a woman on. So she might still have sex with you, but it's not what you're looking for, because she's not turned on because you ain't handling your stuff as a man. Mm-hmm. Once you consistently as a man in a marriage, a woman will be turned on if you consistently keep yourself through.
Even outside of a marriage, I agree with that.
Okay, do you have something? Because we can go to a whole other question.
Okay,
did you have something else with that?
Yeah, like I said, even outside of a marriage, I feel like, I can agree with that. You know what I mean? I feel low-key stuck on the situation though.
You feel like it has to happen before?
Yeah, no. Tap in. Go ahead.
I don't feel like it has to, but I feel like it is a good thing. No, not necessary, but it is a good thing to know going into it. You know what I mean? Just like everything else, for example, the reason we date is to get to know someone. You know what I'm saying? So we're getting to know that person, yes. Then we get to know, all right, you want to move in, we're moving together, and I'm getting to know how you live.
But I think you're skipping a crucial part.
That's a whole other part. That's a whole other thing, too.
A whole other thing.
So the point I'm getting to is that we do these things to understand how the other person is. And I feel like the sexual side of that is a huge component and a huge thought people use, another part of it, not huge, but it's another, to move forward and go into that marriage. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's
asking y'all
necessary.
as single men, like, what are you willing to, I guess you can say, be patient for, and what are you not willing to be patient for?
Willing to be patient with everything. But
it's like
anything and everything has its boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if I'm living with somebody, I'm seeing they're a messy person. You know what I'm saying? I'm more organized. Okay, cool. Well, I got patience. I'm trying to give in. Can we touch?
So are you saying that there has to be value, right? You gotta have some type of value to you too, for you to deal with them.
I say it again. I'm sorry.
So you feel like that person still has to bring some type of value, like you said. This person might be messy, but this person might be organized. That's a value. You know what I mean? Now I can teach you how to be organized. Right. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
Whereas this person might be good at, like you said, love making. And you you're okay. But now that person now can be valuable to you and teach you how to be a better person in the bedroom.
Yeah. So that naturally to me, that is a value. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, everybody has their a line of patience. You know what I'm saying? A boundary where it's like, all right, I don't know if I can handle this no more.
Okay.
Like I said, for the example, the messy situation. All right, we've been together for 3 years, yo. I ain't taking no more.
And that's what I'm saying. So with that, the messy part. If you're not messy and if she's messy, who's winning that battle? When y'all make it all the way to about to be married, are you about to be content with your house not being clean, or do you want her to flip all the way over to you? Because she's gonna want you to flip over to something for her.
I feel like it's a compromise, only because there might be a certain level of messiness that you can deal with. Like if you're, say the person is messy, like as in when they use dishes, they don't wash them. You know what I mean? Are you willing to put up with that? Is that a big deal breaker? You know what I mean? Or if this person like beyond messy where they won't take the trash out, they ain't washing it, their dishes, they ain't wiping down the counter, they don't even clean the bathroom. I feel like that's a different type of messy. You know what I mean?
Right. But I feel like it comes to a compromise, and that's any relationship. You know what I mean? Any relationship, there has to be compromise. You know what I'm saying? In order for it to work. Like we all agree, no relationship.
Okay, well I'm gonna keep it all the way real. Okay. We all know that cleanliness should be what it is. So if we're adapting to a person who ain't clean, you know what I mean? It's like it's easier for them to adapt to you because at the end of the day, you want everything clean because you don't want nobody to come over to your crib and be like, bro, yo, house is trash.
Let me ask you this though. So, and again, it comes down to communication, but there's different. When you say clean and I say clean, we might have two different things in mind.
Her
clean
right.
ain't my clean. You know what I'm saying? So it's like different levels to it.
Right.
So again, that's that compromise, the communication. And,
That's also going back to learning your partner. You know what I mean? That's why I feel like dating, people don't take dating with it for what it is. Dating is really actually taking that time to get to know somebody. I feel like, this is just me personally, moving in shouldn't be even talked about until, you get through that dating phase first. And I feel like that can take anywhere from 6 months to a year. Some people might think it might take 3 months. But at the same time, you don't really truly know a person until you really take that time to really get to know them and actually experience them in every season. You're not the same person that you were in the summertime that you were in the wintertime.
True.
You know what I mean? You're not the same person that you were in the springtime that you are in the fall time. So I feel like experiencing someone all the way through every season will help you determine, can I spend my life with this person? And I feel like that's where all of us go wrong at when we date people, is that some people just date because, oh, you cute. But meanwhile, this person got a poor personality.
Now my question, there's no woman here, but my question is for men and women. Why do men or women don't keep it a buck all the way at the beginning? Because that's a hard situation if you're trying to learn the individual. Like let's say we were talking about clean, right? And she invites you over to her crib, and that day that crib is spotless. After you leave, she brings the junk back out. She only covered it because you was coming.
It's like an interview though, bro. Would you go, if you know the fact that you call off a lot?
Yeah.
When you go to that interview, you gonna tell them that you call off a lot?
I gotta keep it real with me.
Yeah.
If I'm trying to win the job, I gotta change. But
so you gotta get your foot in the door first.
But that's what I'm saying. But when I get into the job, I'm gonna start calling off again, back to being myself. Right. I'm either gonna be myself all the time, or I'm just not gonna be myself. Period.
And I get that part. But like I said, you gotta get your foot in the door first, especially.
But that's what I'm saying. But after you get your foot in the door in a relationship,
then that's where the transparency comes in.
Then you go back to still being yourself, and she like, yo, that's not who you was the first 3 months. Right. Now all of a sudden she's looking at you like,
in the first 3 months. I'm saying that first date when you're trying to talk to somebody. Yeah. The first thing you ain't gonna present to them is my feet stink.
No, of course not.
You know what I mean? Gonna say that, right?
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? So you wait till that person gets comfortable with you, and you start doing little things just to see how they react to it. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's presenting yourself to, it's like leading up to it. You don't just come off.
Yeah.
Because if a girl come to you and say, "Baby, I fart,"
yeah,
you'll go, "Hell no."
Yeah, that's
you know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like that's natural human nature, man. And we all go through that honeymoon phase where it's like, yeah, you know what I mean? It's all the good, see, feeling it out. But I feel like, and this is deeper because like natural human behavior, even from when we're children, we are naturally devious. Before we are taught how to lie, we naturally lie. That's natural human behavior. That's literally how we are. Yeah. So, it's wired in us. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So, I feel like, that comes with it. You know what I mean? Always wanting to present yourself in the best light. And that's to the world. You know what I'm saying? That's society. None of us want to be viewed as dirty or viewed as this or that, or none of the bad stuff that society tells us is bad or that we're raised to think is bad. None of us want to be viewed like that.
Right.
So that's what comes with it.
Do you think people grow to be liars or cheaters?
Yes.
Or do you feel like it's already in them?
Both. Like I said, I feel like naturally, as human beings, we are all liars off rip. And I mean, there's a TED talk about it and everything that y'all can look up. But naturally, before you can even do 2 + 2, you probably told lies.
So you're saying that we're all liars. Some people just do it better than others.
I'm saying some people start to accept lying more and just do it more. And some people, get good at it and use it to their advantage. Let's be real. This
people
world
lie so much they just turn into liars. It just becomes their world.
That is the norm.
And this world ain't no good. Yeah, it's not no super good thing out here where there's probably more people telling each other lies than the truth.
Right. People are more on the defensive.
Yeah.
In the world.
For sure. Yeah.
That's deep.
For sure.
Facts.
Yo, y'all gotta come see this. Oh, this looks crazy. So what is this called right here?
That's the fry bowl. It's like...
So it got fries, chicken,
exactly.
And the sauce is on top.
Yep.
Yo, this is crazy. Yeah, if y'all ain't made it out here in the city yet, y'all gotta come here. Y'all gotta come check my mans out. We out here whipping it up. They out here getting it crazy.
But even outside of like just relationships though, you know what I'm saying?
You think people lie? It's my fault. You think people lie because they don't want to hurt other individuals? That's why they lie.
That's one of the main reasons people lie.
So you think that people care about the feelings
Other
rather
people's
than being
feelings.
transparent too much?
Yeah. So they care about other people's feelings so much that they lie and they get in trouble for actually caring about that person's feelings. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy because that's a fact. I ain't want to tell you that because I know it will hurt your feelings. Or want to keep it real. Like, come on, bro. If I had told you the truth, you'd have been pissed.
If I told the truth, I'm an a-hole.
Exactly.
But the thing is, I feel like you
At
earn
least I
more
told you the
respect.
truth. Yeah.
I feel you earn more respect by telling them the
Yeah.
truth. It's like, I can't tell you, not saying I don't care about your feelings, but I care about you more so where I have to tell you the truth.
Yeah,
And I feel like, honestly, that's the type of friendship we have, where it's like, yeah, we care about each other's feelings, but nah, bro, I'm gonna tell you the truth first. Because if I don't keep it a buck with you, you're gonna keep doing the same stuff. You know what I mean? But like I said, that's any relationship though.
That's
You know
deep.
what I mean? That's something that we could dive into. I think we'll be here all day with it.
Yeah, that's deep.
All this stuff.
That's deep.
It'll all be a
That's deep.
7-hour talk.
Yeah, we be talking about this every subject, every time. Like, I know for a fact I'm going to keep that permanently in my phone.
No doubt, man.
But what's a turn off in a relationship?
I'm gonna let y'all go first on that one.
Turn off in a relationship. Hey,
Yeah, what's a turn off?
I'm gonna hit on it right
I'm
now.
hot with it. I'm hot with it.
Like we just talked about.
Is that your number
That's a
one?
turn
Is
off.
that the overall number one? Like, what's your top three?
Yeah, what's your top three?
What's your top three?
Turn offs.
Turn off.
I would
DJ
say
Jay Blaze's top three.
I'll say somebody who
Ladies, listen. Listen. Listen.
I say somebody who don't keep up with themselves.
Okay, so appearance or just hygiene or all that?
All the
All
above,
that.
you know, all the above, you know what I'm saying? Mental hygiene, all that, you know what I'm saying? What else? I say someone who's a liar. That, you know what I mean? It's like, that don't even give me a chance to build with you. Where's the trust in that?
Yeah, no trust.
We got a rocky foundation already,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say another one that's a turn off for me. It's another turn off for me. Lying to me, and keeping up with yourself. What else? Turn off. I'd say someone who's not ambitious. I say someone who's like lazy or you know, don't have ambition, you know, don't want better in life. I think that's a turn off for me. Granted, you know, you live your life, you're comfortable.
You learn so much different stuff.
Yeah, but I got a lot of hunger in me. I got a lot of ambition in me. I do, you know what I mean? So I would like to be with someone who, you know, has that same drive and, you know, we can push and motivate each other.
That's Jay Blaze.
Ladies, you heard
That is not Monty.
my man himself. Monty, what's yours?
Listen, number one, and I learned this because I just started just allowing people to act certain ways around me and stuff like that. And I'm starting to understand. Number one, I don't like it when females got a whole bunch of guy friends. Turn off. I don't want to smoke.
Okay.
Because I don't know, I don't care what the relationship is with him. But I feel that if I drop the ball or if we're arguing or whatever, you run into him. Instead of having a conversation with me, you run into him. And it's people who have, that's another one. Just outside communication, when you just want to talk to everybody else and tell our business to everybody. So now I'm around everybody and everybody knows what we went through, but I'm the only one that don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you like, I'm arguing with you, then we pull up to your homie's house or pull up to your friend's house or your mom's house or wherever, and they know what the heck is going on. So they looking at me a certain way when I get there. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like the multiple friends. And I'm starting to, I think number three, I'm starting to understand that I don't like females who smoke, bro. I don't think it's attractive. Okay. I don't think it's attractive at all. Weed,
Smoke anything?
cigarettes, smoke sausage, they would smoke anything. Hookahs, all of that, bro. So I know, like I said, like I'm cool. Like it's not a turn off. Like I'm done with it type deal. Cigarettes, it is. That's it. That's it. If you smoking weed, sometimes you know what I mean. Like my past relationship, I let her rock out and she smoked by me. You know what I'm saying? But then everybody around her started smoking by me because she was. I'm like, bro, I'm digging her, so she can do it. Y'all can't go outside. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, just being in an atmosphere full of smoke and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know. That's just, okay. Matter of fact, I won't even put that there. The level of respect. A respect factor. I think that's my third.
What's the third?
If you don't respect me, bro.
Okay.
If I tell, and I'll bring the smoke thing in that. If I tell you I don't like being around it, but yet you keep smoking by me, you don't respect me. See what I'm saying? You want me to respect how you move. You want me to respect everything you got going on. But when I say you don't want to adapt or adjust to what I'm saying. But everything has to be adjusted to what you got going on. I don't like that.
What about you, bro?
First one, I'll say communication. You can't communicate.
Bad communication? Okay.
Bad communication.
That's
I feel like you gotta be communicative.
Top 3 is crazy. I need a 5.
I would say transparency. I'd rather you hurt my feelings telling me the truth than playing it like playing it safe and saying, "Oh, I care about your feelings, so I ain't gonna tell you."
They're lying to you, basically.
Yes, just be transparent with me all the way around.
All the way.
Third one is a third one's tricky. It goes so many different ways. Like I kind of agree with you guys too as well. You need more than 3, but I would say the third one would have to be. You gotta be patient. I feel.
Someone who's not patient is a turn on?
You talk about you don't like being with somebody who ain't patient?
Yeah, I feel like patience is key because I'm not gonna always be perfect.
So what type of patience are you talking about?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Type of patience. I'm saying having patience where it's like I'm not in a rush to just keep moving super fast in a relationship. I feel like you can't rush things. Things can't always be going. You want it to go your way. Oh, I'm ready to be in love. I love you. I ain't ready to say I love you.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Being patient. I feel like there's so many different things you can be patient with. Stuff that, especially like we gotta think of each other's lives too as well. Like our traumas. When you learn that person could not have it bad. So there's a lot of stuff you don't know. You gotta be patient with that person. Yeah. I feel like you ain't got no patience with the person. Then what are we doing?
Yeah, they don't know.
Now at that point, now it's like you just like me because you want me to be whatever, live up to your expectations, but you're not actually trying to get to know me so we can get through that.
Right.
And while I'm trying to do that with you, you looking past that, not even trying to. And that goes back to being transparent. Right. You ain't telling me that you had trauma from when you was a kid. Yeah. You know what I mean? You ain't telling me that something might have happened to you from my uncle or aunt or something like that. Yeah. That stuff is crucial especially if we're trying to move forward and be serious about something. So yes, I would definitely say patience.
I put our top 3 turn-offs. Go ahead.
Did you say it already?
Yeah, I got mine in. I was gonna say, what's our top 3 turn-ons?
Top 3 turn-ons?
I'll let y'all go first. Hey, let's be real now. Let's be real. Nah, for real.
Dang, man, let me get back.
Yeah, you first this time. You first this time.
Dang,
Back to therapy mode.
Turn-ons, bro?
Yeah.
What's your type? And then we'll get to the top.
Oh, my type?
I don't have a type.
Prada blue, rocker wear suit, right Nike. You know, it's like I'm playing. I don't know.
Do you feel like you have a type?
I think I do. And I think when my type, people is like, bro, you weird for that. But I'm real big on like tomboyish type female, bro. Like I really like the white tee with the sweats. You know what I'm saying? I like that. Like I like that. With the, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, the Sierra feel. With the baseball cap, you know what I'm saying? And just, you know what I'm saying, chilling. She give me that Sierra Aaliyah type bag. Okay. Yeah, I'm attracted to that. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I don't need all the leggings and all that, because I can see the wagon through the sweats or whatever you got going on. Like, yeah, I like that. That's me.
Like I said, I ain't got a type. You look at my background, I done dated
all of them.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like
the energy, right?
Yeah, it's more about the energy, it's more about getting the person, knowing their character, things of that nature. I'm not, you know.
I feel that.
Yeah, that's what I'm at.
I got what my type is already.
Yeah, you got
I got my type.
Well, your type is a headache. What up, Q?
We both each other's headaches, honestly. I know that I can be annoying as hell, but that's my type. If you know me, you know that's my type. Yeah. And I got her, you know what I mean? I've been chasing her since 3rd grade, so, you know what I mean? But yeah.
No, so let's get to these topics.
I think that, hold on. Also, I'm just trying to get y'all the blueprint. If y'all trying to holler at the boy, hey, just call me Monty on the IG. Just trying to plug. I'm just saying. But she gotta know how to dance in a way. Okay. She gotta be real big on music.
Okay.
Maybe, you know, like it's so crazy because my ex,
does she have to be big on music, or does she have to just enjoy it enough where it can get her, through?
Yeah, like that. Like I do music, You know what I mean? So when I'm upstairs creating, I want you to like not really be a part, but if you hear something, you can hey, try this, try that. You know what I mean? Okay. That's why I salute my ex so bad, because my ex was so dope. Like when it came to that, like she was really dope.
Basically, her not being scared to put her input on something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, especially when it came to the music. You know what I'm saying? When it came to the music.
Or as Glorilla would say,
her creative. She don't want to be like everybody else, or she ain't wearing what everybody else got. She real creative and how she put it together. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. Like she ain't really big on makeup. I'm real big on natural hair.
So
let's make that clear.
Jay, you said you don't really have a type.
Yeah.
Is there anything you can add that to that? Like, is there something that
I got preferences? Yeah, I definitely got preferences.
Like what?
I do like a natural look.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm not opposed to a woman with a nice beat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hey, get done up. I ain't mad at that either. You know what I'm saying? What else? As far as the type, I like a woman. I know more of what I like than what I don't like, I would say. You know what I'm saying? I like a woman with good communication, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna stunt. I got a thing for the ratchets too. I do. A little bit of spice, a little bit of toxic. I like it. I can't
I don't want none of that, bro.
I don't know, bro. That ratchet.
Follow his IG. Back what is it?
I know what it is.
Yeah,
follow that.
Glorilla, sexy red. I don't want none of that.
He said, bring them here.
I ain't say I want all to do it. I like a little spice, that's all. I don't like things to be too boring.
Yeah, so
I'll get that.
What else? Let me see here.
You don't like to be challenged?
For sure, definitely.
I'm saying as far as like not really challenged, not saying that
challenge
masculinity. I'm saying as far as her not being so easy to get certain things.
Yeah. I don't like anything too easy. I really don't.
I ain't really trying to put in no work, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. That might have killed y'all. Hey, it is what it is. Hey, bro. Like,
you don't want to have to put no work in.
Hey, listen, bro. I've been on this earth for a long time, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I done fought for a lot of people. Ain't nobody really fought for me. This time, everybody, y'all wasn't the dukes up to fight for me. I bring a lot to the table, bro. So since I bring a lot to the table, I'm not about to just be going crazy for y'all. I'm going crazy for me. We at my house right now. What you talking about? Doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey.
I like a challenge. I like a little mystery, man. I do. I like a woman that's not too easy, you know. And I ain't saying make things hard. You know what I'm saying? But we all humans. We all got layers to us. Let me peel some of that back.
Give me a chance to do it back.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like you said, I don't want to move too fast. So
right.
I feel like could be a little challenge.
I think that's what to answer that first question too, is like sex is a thing, but make sure there's some mystery to it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I don't want you to already, when I see you already got your titties out.
Yeah, that's
You know what
I
mean? I want to, she look good in that suit, or that sweatshirt, and them sweats. And
let me imagine what you look like with all. You know what I'm saying? If you already got it off, I'm like,
that's why I also like,
whatever.
Us working, doing security at a bar, I done literally seen dudes really go after the girl who's wearing sweats in a hoodie, rather than the girl who's half naked. Because I was like, okay, well, everybody in here didn't already see that. But ain't nobody seen me yet. What you look like?
Yeah.
You know, what you look like all going up? You know
yeah.
What I mean?
If we grab you out of here, we take you out of here before you open up. You know what I mean? Yeah. What was the question you was about to ask, bro? I ain't gonna interrupt.
Let's see here. Well, we still ain't get to these 3 turn-ons, man.
That's what it was?
Yeah, we ain't get to these turn-ons.
Dang, I gotta go back to therapy.
So you go back this way? Go back that way?
Yeah. Y'all might skip me. Wait. Turn-ons for real? I thought I already said it.
Okay,
as far as
you said what you
look,
like.
Yeah.
You said what you like, so that can be it. Go ahead. I already know your answers.
Don't. Nah, bro.
Feet better be done.
Yeah, pretty feet.
What I say?
Pretty feet.
What I say?
Okay.
Gotta smell good.
Got you.
What else is a turn on? And then also too, like the smile. That smile gotta be everything. I like lips too though. But that smile goes with the lips.
I'm big on the lip game. I ain't gonna hold you.
Like, yeah.
I feel like
maybe you know what it is too. You know, I mean.
Yeah, I love the lip game. I ain't gonna hold you.
I feel like I fall more for a woman's essence. You know what I'm saying?
Shut up.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. You don't even
trying to be a magazine.
I'm trying to be a man.
Trying to be a magazine.
I'm serious, fam. fellas.
So what you mean?
Like, that's why I don't have a type.
That.
Because,
Like, what's the essence?
like, you ever just sit there?
You're talking about an aura.
And I'm sure, yeah,
That's what it is.
You just
Yeah.
sit there and watch your girl do her hair.
Yeah.
Watch your girl just be herself.
Yeah.
She said like
And y'all ever
confidence
felt
and stuff.
not even.
Aura.
She ain't even thinking about being confident.
She
She's
just
just
she
being
knows she's
herself.
her.
Yeah.
And you just watching her be herself. And it's
I like
like,
that.
oh,
I like
you
that.
done fell
I
in
like
love
that
with
too.
that for nothing.
I like
All
that.
for nothing,
Yeah,
bro.
she's bad.
You might just be watching her
Because, bro,
sleep.
women don't understand too.
Chick
So
that
sick.
look beautiful sleep.
Facts.
A
Women
chick
don't
that look beautiful sleep is dope. I ain't gonna hold you. She's
Natural
bad.
essence, bro.
I honestly feel
She's
too.
bad.
Yeah, that's
That's
See,
crazy.
y'all with me, all right?
But I definitely say as far as the essence too, like watching a woman, like you said, do her hair. In a way, that's one of your almost your top three. Like, damn, she does her thing with taking care of herself. She's
I heard that.
you know what I mean?
I heard that.
You know, she doing her hair. She taking her time. I also shun too, because I've seen women too who just come out not giving a damn. That shows me too, like you don't give a damn about that person.
Oh,
But go ahead.
no, keep going. But I don't like the bonnets. No, dead. Bonnets and the little,
I'd rather
sleeping pajama pants going to the store.
in the
No.
house.
We can do it at the house, but we're not doing that at the
But
house.
no, I don't even care for the barney at the crib.
Yeah, no.
Put the scarf on. I'm
Yeah,
old
come
school,
on, bro. You
I
representing
feel
me
like
when you walk out them doors.
You gotta understand too. We're not looking for our mothers, but the first woman we ever fell in love with was our moms.
Yeah,
You know what I
my
mean?
mom.
Our moms wasn't walking around with no damn bonnet
Now,
on.
my mom want definitely.
You know what I mean?
If that's the case, then we want a woman with a moo-moo on.
I hate
I won't mind of that.
Yeah, like a
Easy
moo-moo.
accent.
I just had a moo-moo.
Listen, bro.
And the women with the moo-moos getting it though.
Well,
I tell you that.
Yeah, listen.
But there's very much more
Yes, there's also too like
attractive nightwear.
you said too like y'all said y'all like the woman that's more so like that's just chill and all that other stuff. In a way, some age friend before, if she already attractive with her, you know, essence and all the other stuff, her wearing a moo-moo just make it even better because now you get to see that ass. That ass moving around in that moo-moo. You know what I mean? You like, damn, like I feel it. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. You gotta look at it. You look at it that way.
I just, bro, when you walk out the house, you just represent me. I can't walk out the house and then all of a sudden she get a phone call. Hey, yo, I just seen your man at the gas station. He was looking crazy. No, I got a fresh tee on. I probably got a nice hoodie on. I throw some droop. She like, what? Where you going? I'm like, I'm just representing you. So I'm not going outside out here looking crazy. But you go outside with the bonnet, different color socks, different color sandals, Crocs, all that, bro. I'm like, bro, come on, bro.
If you got a woman with essence,
crazy.
I feel like it goes back to what he said, the essence. If you got a woman with essence,
All women have
she's
essence.
always gonna. I just think, dude, but in a way where she's not gonna go outside with a damn bonnet. She might throw her hair in a ponytail.
Yes. And when they had that attitude, I don't care. I'm just going to the store. It ain't about
Like
that.
that.
It ain't about that.
I feel like too, like you just said, you know what I mean? You're trying to represent your significant other when you step out.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you represent yourself. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And for example, I'm the type, I throw cologne on all the time.
All the time.
Literally, it's literally a habit.
Habit.
Like,
Yeah. You're not gonna catch me
keys,
slipping.
wallet, spray.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
you're not
Like,
gonna
it's a
catch me
habit.
slipping.
Yeah, like, so you know what I
That's just the
mean?
smell. You don't want
So-
nobody to walk up to you like,
It's
you
like, you
smell
know
like
what I
a
mean?
gym.
And it gets to a point where I've had my women look at me like, why you got cologne on? You're literally going to the corner store.
But that's the aura.
Oh, it's a habit. I can't.
But that's the aura. We at the bar chilling. They like, oh yeah, what does that smell? Oh, that's probably Jay because they know that Jay always got that on. He always got some type of smell going on.
It's just who doesn't want to smell good?
Right.
Who doesn't?
So I'm gonna hit y'all with this and tell me what y'all think about this. I think we had this conversation before though. So to me, I feel like there's 3 levels to everything.
Okay.
There's good. Y'all remember something good, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There's bad. Y'all know bad, and then there's nothing. So I'm gonna explain that nothing. So if somebody smell bad, y'all remember that.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Y'all remember that musty smell. Y'all know that fish
Today.
smell.
Not yesterday.
Yeah, so y'all know bad.
And the Uber was crazy.
Somebody hop in smelling good. Y'all remember that. Oh, I remember
Yeah,
such and
super
such
bad.
smell good. Like,
Yeah.
and then there's plenty of people who just don't smell good or don't smell bad. Just no nothing at all. It's just nothing. There's good, there's bad, there's nothing.
Yeah.
I look at it with everything I do almost where I'm trying to fit into the good category with everything. You know what I mean? Whether it's my smell, whether it's my look, whether it's whatever it is, I always want to be in that good category. You know what I mean?
I like that.
That's how I look at things. You know what I mean?
So
I think everybody should look at it.
I think everybody should definitely look at it. So right now, when where you sitting, you look at your life and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
Do you feel like
Good, bad, or nothing.
Yeah, like what do you feel you? Like,
Right
do you
now?
feel like there's improvement, room for improvement?
For sure.
Or do you feel like you're more so like in between good and nothing, or do you feel like you're between good and bad? Like, how you feel?
No, I'm leaning towards the good and nothing, you know, like between the nothing and the good, you know what I'm saying? I'm definitely leaning towards good, but good could always be great. Great could always be, you know, it can always, things can always be better.
Don't ever get complacent.
Always be better.
Yeah.
But at the same time, be happy with what you have. Don't, you know.
Yeah, be humble.
Yeah, love yours. Shout out J. Cole.
Shout out J. Cole.
Shout out.
You gotta learn to love yours and be appreciative of what you have, but at the same time, there's nothing wrong with being hungry and wanting more. You know what I'm saying? But there's, like you said, there's always gonna be more. There's always gonna be a better car. There's always gonna be a better BBL job. There's always gonna be a better this and that, you know what I'm saying? So,
and that's the hard part
But
when you
it's-
get into
that's
a
where-
relationship.
Guys.
Because when you get into a relationship with an individual, you see somebody that be
Grass
like,
don't mean it's greener over there.
that look crazier than what I just grabbed.
But the thing is, if you with the right person, and for our instance, you with the right woman, she might be like, hey, you beat that, you beat that.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
a lot of women point out another woman before we came even
Facts.
here.
But that just shows you
Man, a
also,
lot of
too-
women that slept with a woman with me.
No, but also too, that shows her too that her touch for you too. She's willing, comfortable enough to tap you on the leg, like, look, babe.
Yeah.
Knowing that she's like, well, you ain't gonna try it. You gonna look with me. You look like, damn, you know what I mean? But I feel like that's where that relationship building part comes at. That patience comes in.
But even outside of the relationship, well, with the relationship, that comes in part play with knowing yourself and being real with yourself. I'm gonna be honest, that's one of the reasons.
Yo, real quick, I hate to pause the show, but I want to let you know it's a new podcast out there, the M&T Podcast. Monty and my bro Tone. Y'all make sure y'all go follow that. The Monty and Tone Podcast, M&T. So the letter M, the what is that? The N sign and the T podcast. Make sure you share, like, comment, subscribe. We talking about everything, relationships, business ideas, what goes on in the Uber world, because we both Uber drivers, what goes on in relationships, what goes on in all these things. We got a lot of knowledge for you. Y'all make sure y'all check that out. Get with us. We're going to be doing interviews. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff. You might pop up on you, and we're going to have some merch ready to go as well. So make sure y'all share, like, comment, and most of all, subscribe to the M&T Podcast, Monty and Tone's podcast, man. Back to the show.
I've never proposed to a woman. You know what I mean?
What?
There's been times where I felt like, being real with myself, have I reached a point where I don't have that lust no more?
There you go.
Have I reached a point where I've let go of certain things? Or do I still want to do this? Do I still have this in the back of my mind where I'm not quite ready to...
There you go.
This
And if
and
it's there, a smidget, don't do it.
Don't lie to yourself.
Yeah,
That's a lie I'm not going to tell
Yeah.
myself. I'm
I
not
agree.
going to tell that lie to my partner. I'm
I
not going
agree.
to force the situation.
Yep.
Yeah, because then you don't want to mess that covenant up.
Yep.
You
You
know
don't
what
want
That
to
covenant, that all it takes is a smidgen of lust.
Yep. And you don't even want to mess that up with just, even with a girlfriend, you just don't want to mess that up.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta
Like,
be careful
of course,
with
the
social
commitment
media.
is way crazier.
Social media
as a marriage. But yeah, that'll jack you up.
That social media is I think is the gateway to temptation.
Yeah.
I feel that.
You know what I mean? I feel like there's a lot of
links on Facebook
Oh,
nowadays.
I think
Twitter is not Twitter no more. Twitter is a whole
Twitter is
other
like a
site.
whole porn
X
site.
videos. Twitter
Twitter is
like
a whole porn
it's like
site.
TikTok for X videos and Pornhub.
Yeah, it's
IG models is some whole other type of time now.
yeah.
So
That's crazy.
but-
So I will.
Also, too, you just like you said, being truthful with yourself. I feel like if you real with yourself enough, you can not really avoid it, but you can be like, fine, that's cool to look at.
Right.
Like I can say BB, what up? He could definitely be like, he could look at it. Oh, that's nice to look at. But then his mind's somewhere else. You know what I mean? He's able to control that. I feel like that's where emotional control comes in that. Right. I feel like men in general, a lot of us don't get that emotional control until we do get all the lessons stuff out of our system.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I feel like another thing to hit on off the, what did you say, the emotional what?
Emotional control.
Control. I feel like something, especially the black community, a lot of us do not have or have not learned emotional intelligence. We have not learned to work through our emotions, you know what I'm saying? And really go through some things and in a healthy way. A lot of us handle things in a negative, bad way. Like they say, mugs crash out nowadays. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and that's really real. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, and I feel like the black community is definitely opposed to the word therapy. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like it could be healthy for a lot of black people.
I can definitely vouch for that.
I get it.
Therapy is definitely dope.
I love it.
You really learn a lot by yourself. And I feel like that's where that emotional intelligence comes from. You can't learn it from someone who really knows you because they're going to sometimes gaslight you. You need someone that doesn't know you, that can ask the right questions for you to open up, to release whatever you're holding on to. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's where the healing process comes in at. So definitely, I feel like you should definitely, if you ain't healed now, you need to go and get healed before you try to go and get something serious with somebody.
Yeah, before you get into a serious relationship with anybody, you need to make sure you heal from the past situation.
Yep.
And that comes with patience as well, what we was talking about. Because if it takes them a long time, it just takes them a long time. Everybody don't heal the same.
And I'm not saying that you gotta stay there and wait for them, but that's where the transparency comes in at. Like, look, I can wait this amount of time.
Yeah, but if we ain't
clear,
clear,
if we ain't clear and I don't see you trying, then that patience go out the window.
And that's another thing. Like, if somebody is saying that they're trying to heal, or let's say you lost trust from an individual because you did something wrong. You might have cheated, or you might have said something smart or did something crazy, and you're trying to gain that person's trust back. Or it was like, yo, I don't trust you no more, but give me a way to trust you. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to say that because in order for you to trust me, I gotta do the same situation again, or be in a situation to prove to you that I'll never do that again. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So when you look at it from that standpoint, it's like, bro, well, you're not even giving me an opportunity to gain the trust. So are you really healing from that, or are you just,
like you said,
using that as an excuse?
Apologizing is also an action word too as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I could apologize to you, but there ain't no change.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's where that, like you said, apologizing and love are two action words that if you're going to use them, make sure you mean that and you can show the change along with it.
Yeah.
Because you can apologize all day long.
Yeah.
And then before you know it, you look up and like, damn, it's 7 years, and you're still doing the same thing, and you still apologizing for the same thing.
Now why are we going to say,
you know what I mean?
why
that's where you like, you change or I gotta go.
Yeah. I feel like we said with the time limits too, I don't necessarily try to put time limits on situations.
Okay.
But I do put respect limits on.
But that's where the boundaries come in.
Right, a boundary, right, yeah. I put respect limits on things. You know what I mean? Because like we said, it might take longer for this and that, you going through whatever the case may be, or me, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, while going through that, we need to maintain a certain level of respect so we don't look at the other individual differently. You know what I'm saying? Or just become uninterested, or, you know, lose our way in that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I put a respect limit on things. I try not to do ultimatums. I don't feel like that's healthy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of people do, and I get it. Like, you done reach your limit. It's this or it's that. There's an ultimatum. Hey, I
it's
get
easy to pull the plug.
But yeah,
and when you pull the plug, you still in love with that person. So you're gonna text them back, because you ain't never gonna cut it straight off and be like, yo, I'm done.
That's a hard
Somehow, some way, that person's still gonna reach out, or you gonna reach out.
But that's where you gotta even set boundaries for yourself. Like, nope, I gotta cut you off completely.
Yeah.
Social media, I can't follow you on social media. I can't follow you on this because one, that's respecting yourself, especially if you didn't already get into another relationship with somebody else.
Yeah.
Then you're respecting your partner at that too. But also too, if you have a friendship still with that person, even if it is an ex, y'all know, like, out of respect for your spouse, I can't follow you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I already know how we are. I'm still your friend. I'll still speak to you out and about. But on social media and all that other stuff, we don't need to know what's going on in each other's lives, because that's going to make us respond. And now that person is insecure because you talking to your ex, and in our head it's harmless, but to them it's like, why are you speaking to your ex?
Why you even open that door?
Exactly. Meanwhile, you know, in your head, like you said, it's harmless, but to them it's not.
Right. Definitely.
I like that.
It's true.
So we about to transition.
About to ball out, man. We about to I call this segment balling. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about a couple things that we feel that we're successful at what we do. Like good things that we do that are good. You know what I'm saying? Like that are not really like attractive type deal, but just like, yo, I'm such and such, and this is what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like boom. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Look, he can't even catch.
I wasn't even ready.
You're not even
I'm in the zone thinking.
You're not even playing. Sorry, no, I'm playing. But yeah, so whoever get the ball, that's, you know what I'm saying? But you just let us know how you know what I'm saying, you as far as like what you stand on. Like pretty much stand on business. And what you stand on. What you stand on business.
What I stand on, loyalty. I feel like that, I don't know, if I'm speaking on myself, I feel like I'm real loyal.
You know what I mean?
You think, is there a way to be too loyal?
Yes.
Well,
I say I'm loyal to a fault. Yeah, so like Drake Sean. I feel like you can't mess up my loyalty. Like you said, lying, types of stuff. That's where, like I said, that's why I feel like I stand on loyalty. Like me and him, we've been friends for years.
Forever, yeah.
And that's just the loyalty I have to y'all. I ain't gonna sit here and be talking crap about you behind y'all back.
Yeah.
Or let people talk behind y'all back too as well like that. But I also respect y'all as men and as my brothers to the point where, I'm gonna be also real with y'all too.
And I feel like that goes along with loyalty too. Y'all ask me a question, you ask me for advice. I ain't gonna gaslight you, say you right.
Yeah, I do be real.
You know what I mean? So I stand on loyalty.
Let's see. Me being me, I feel like I'm good at and what I stand on is being open-minded and having the capacity to always learn more, do more. Like I said, and I hate this word, but having a lot of potential, a lot of ambition, having the ability to change, whether it be in a relationship, whether it be jobs, whether it be whatever, you know what I mean? I can live on both sides of the fence, you know what I mean? I could be dude on the block doing something I ain't got no business. I could be dude in a suit and tie talking business with the best of them.
That's your ghost storm.
You know what I mean? No joke. It's definitely me.
He said loyalty. I'm not saying way. I'm really faithful, and it's to the point to where like it becomes bad. That's why I'm glad like this whole year and some change I've been able to stand on my own. You know what I'm saying? To do things on my own because I know I gave a lot of my time away to other people to the point to where I could be standing on business. But if they standing on something else, I put me standing on business to the side and just stand on what they standing on. Mm-hmm. I'm not like that no more. I'm standing on business point blank period. But it took, like I said, a year and some change to actually be like, bro, okay, you like this, that's cool. I don't like it.
Do you feel like every man needs to go through that solidarity? Where they're like,
to actually, I mean, if you know yourself like that, and if you stand on business as far as your own personal self, you don't even really gotta go through it if you already know.
Right.
But a lot of, like me, I thought that I was standing on business, but I didn't know until I got single that I wasn't standing on business.
Now I'm the same way. That's why I asked that, because it's like, I know myself, but I know myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where it's to the point where it's like, I like being in love.
Yeah.
So whatever the case
Yeah.
is. Love is love to me, and I love being in love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm a lover. But I'll whoop your ass if I have to. You know what I mean? That's
right.
the type of man I am. You know what I mean? It's like, I got to a point where it takes a lot for me to get to that point where it's like, we gotta square up. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it don't gotta get to that point. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, it's I don't know, man. Like I said, I learned so much with this year and some change of me just knowing who I am. Like now I can tell that I'm starting to be back to what I was in high school. And I was the one that was just, y'all hear it on the phone. I'm cracking jokes with girls in the car. I wasn't doing that.
So do you feel like you're better than what you were in high school?
Not yet. But I think I'm him now. I think I'm what I am in high school.
More confidence.
So now I'm about to start that.
Now I ask you this too, and then you can chime in on this too. Mm-hmm. Do you feel that since you got your confidence back, do you feel like that has something to do with you being able to stand on your own and having to rely on yourself?
I think I was capable of standing on my own and relying the whole entire time. I just think I needed that. I think that to me, I just needed that space, that separation. You know what I'm saying? I just needed that separation to remind me who I was. Because, like I said, I'm 41. I probably...
Do you think you could have been able to do this if you had a spouse with you? Like literally.
What I'm doing now?
Yes.
If she was, and not controlling, but if she was following me, we would have this.
Do you think so if she was submissive? Or is it more so just basically being willing to accept your lead?
I don't want to call it submissive because, You don't gotta submit to me to move in here.
Just to be a team player.
But a team player.
Right.
Yeah.
So willing to do things as a team.
Yeah.
Bro, and
Like
as a team.
Yeah, like
Okay.
like we could have got here. We both would have came in here together, seen the place. Oh, you like this, you like that, this, and this.
Okay.
Not just
Not just I like
I can pay for it. Let's just move here.
Facts.
No, it's like, no, you see potential in this? All right, cool. Well, I like the lights. All right, well, then I'll do this, and this. I look at it like this way. So do you like my vision? And you like, yeah, and I can add this. Instead of being like, nah, I don't even like it like that. I think we should do da-da-da-da. And it's like, and this, people might not like this, but when it comes to stuff like that, I think, depending on the relationship that I'm in, I may have the upper hand because I have the most money.
That's a topic. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's a topic in itself.
And the only reason
I've been on both ends.
and the reason why I'm saying that is because if you're not providing to actually get this, you can't really speak volumes in here.
Does that person have to
Like that?
provide?
Not saying that I'm not listening to nothing that person is saying. We all there. But if I'm trying to get this house, if I'm trying to get these lights, and you telling me no, I mean, I'm like, all right, well, cool, what you want to get? And we get what you got, but it's still coming out of my pocket. Why did I just not get an opportunity to buy what I wanted to grab? If, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you had the bread to do it, me, once again, I would just sacrifice to be like, all right, well, you hook it up then.
So you're saying, okay, my bad.
So what about the people, the men specifically, that I know a few men, and I mean, there's probably women that do this too, but there are some men that I know personally right now that would love to just provide the money and just let the woman do the house. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
There's men like that.
There's men like that, but women take advantage of that. That's why dudes don't do it like that no more. A lot of dudes, they take advantage of it. Because if I'm bringing in the income, but I'm still not getting nothing to eat, the house still ain't been clean and all that extra stuff, then what's going on?
Like the furniture side of things, like you was talking about.
So you're saying like this?
Yeah, like decorating the situation.
Yeah.
Like you was talking about the decoration.
Right. And as far as like making the house a home type of situation, you know what I mean?
That's cool as long as the guy gets an input.
Okay.
If the guy don't get an input, he come in the house and all the walls have got flowers and roses on them. I'm like, I mean, that's cool, but at the same time, why I gotta have my man cave in the corner? You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we got this, but you can put a portrait up just like I can put. I'm not gonna put a Cleveland Brown or a Pittsburgh Steelers poster right next to your flower joint or what. I'm not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm tapping into the same thing that you tapping on. So sometimes I'm going to adapt to what you got going on because I have that soft side as well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like for example, right now, if I date somebody and they come in right now, they can't interrupt the bachelor pad. It's too late. I'm already here. You see what I'm saying?
Until you meet an alpha woman.
And then when I meet an alpha woman, I'm not talking to her because now we both butting heads. Because you coming in here trying to wear pants.
Because I feel like an alpha man can have an alpha woman. And what I mean by that is all alpha woman's looking for is alpha man anyway. You know what I mean?
Honestly,
So
I don't
what
like
you
those
have in here.
terms.
I don't like the term.
I don't like
Alpha
either,
man,
but
alpha woman.
You know what I mean?
Everybody's viewing that is different. Like, you know what I mean? What a real man is different. You know what I mean? If we all say what a real man is,
We got different subjects.
Yeah, so like I can't stand certain terms like that where it's like an alpha this or
Yeah, that makes you bigger than everybody. I'm like, I'm not trying to be bigger. I'm just trying to be the man. That's it. I'm trying to provide, if possible, if that's what you want me to do. Now, if you bringing in the income or whatever, like, let's say the shoe's on the other foot, and if she like, I'm bringing in the income and I want you to decorate the crib.
But that's also still bringing value. You're still providing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But she's providing.
But the thing is, providing is not just financial.
But a lot of women make it that. That's what I'm saying.
And that's what I'm saying too. A lot of women don't understand that providing is not just financial.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, providing. I feel like providing is also too being able to help you around the house, being able to take stuff off your plate, being able to do and fix things around the house, being able just to be there for emotional support, being able to, when you're not, say you gotta go out of town for business or family issues, being able to take care of the house while you're gone. That's still providing. I don't always gotta come out of pocket to provide for you.
Right.
Providing is love. Providing is value. All types of stuff. It can be a whole bunch of things. Like say you're not making as much as her.
Yeah.
But you're still putting in financially.
Right.
But it's to make up for whatever you don't, not putting in financially, you still, I cook, I make sure the house is clean,
Yeah.
make sure the kids get to school on time, and all that other stuff. That's still providing. I'm still valuable to you because ain't no other nigga out here doing that.
So why is they thinking that way? Why are they thinking to be like, bro, that ain't enough?
A lot of women are taught that. You gotta think. We said it in when we was Ubering yesterday. A lot of women listen to other women to tell them how a man's supposed to think.
That was my question.
How can you tell me
What a man
is and you're not even a man?
man?
You don't know the things that we go through mentally. You don't know the things that we go through on a daily basis and at work. You don't know.
Yo, to all my people out there, I'm telling you, man, I'm a podcast guru now. I'm on Monday through Friday, doing my thing on my Montes World Podcast. Check me out. Check me out, bro. That's all I'm saying. Check me out. But while you subscribing to that, I teamed up with my bro, Tone Bell. So to the M&T Podcast. Follow our IG. Follow the Instagram. Monty and Tone Podcast. MONTEANDTONE 24. I mean podcast 24. So it's MONTEANDTONE Podcast. PODCAST 24. Follow that. Subscribe to that. Subscribe to the YouTube. My M&T Podcast. Follow that. Follow the subscribe to the channel as well. We just outside trying to make noise, man. We just outside trying to make sure that y'all cats tap into what we got going on. So you, and you right there, come subscribe to us, bro. Yeah.
We go through when we go to the store, none of that. And they're like, oh, well, you'll never say that. Sometimes it don't need to be said. Because now I'm putting more on your plate, and now you're thinking about how you can fix it, and it's your job to fix it.
I got it.
You know what I mean? I already handled it. But I'm letting you know that you don't know half the stuff I deal with, and I protect you from. That goes from providing and protecting. I'm protecting you from a lot of stuff that I deal with. You know what I mean? And they're like, well, you're not letting me do that. It's like, no, just be there. Just tell me everything's going to be okay.
Right.
Let me know that. Rub my back and say, babe, I got you. You know what I mean? That you having that plate ready for him, you don't understand how much that means to him. So when it's not there, now it's like, damn, I can't even come home to peace. Some men actually look forward to that
the key.
meal.
That's the key. It's the peace.
You know what I mean? And
that's the biggest of all of this. It's peace.
Right.
That back and forth, that bittering, that's not peace.
No.
That's not peace.
Man, that's not.
That's the hardest thing to find. And hate to say it, you get it when you by yourself. It's hard to get it when you with a partner unless y'all both synced together. If y'all both not synced together, somebody gonna try to mess that
even then,
up.
you get up in age when you with that person for so long. And sometimes everything's gonna be synced together. You know what I mean? But y'all still gotta find your spots. Like you might find peace in your man cave. She might find peace in the bedroom watching her shows.
That's it.
That's peace. That's the peace. And I feel like people gotta understand that. You don't gotta be near that person 24/7. I think that's just playing the game, and you could be up there doing here, trying new different things. You know what I mean?
That's why jobs are created, I feel, is to make sure that you at least out the house for 8 hours. For y'all can have something to talk about or something. Bro, you know how many marriages turned into divorce when COVID hit? Because everybody was stuck in the house?
It's hard to be around that person, bro. But that's also, too, why it's important for you to have a life outside your marriage.
Yeah.
You gotta have a personal life there, because that keeps you being who you are.
Yeah.
So that's why it's important for you to talk to your friends and spend time with your friends.
Yeah.
That's why it's important for you to go see your mother and spend time with your mother or your grandmother. Or your some type of family, or it don't matter. I can't be around you every day. Sure. If I'm around you every single day, we sit looking at each other like, we ain't got nothing to talk about.
Anytime I miss you,
There ain't no time there ain't no mission time.
At all.
You know what I mean? So, like right now, she probably, come on, what fool doing? You know what I mean?
Possibly.
Possibly, or she's doing her own thing, and that's okay.
Doing her own thing.
You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. So when I do come home, hey man, what's your day? What you do?
Yep, we got something to talk about.
This and da. Oh, okay. What about you? You know what I mean?
Sad part about it is a lot of times when you ask somebody how your day, they be like, oh, it was cool. That's it. I used to be that guy. We ain't had that conversation.
But why? Was it because she never made it comfortable for you to open up to her?
I don't think that. I don't think it was that. I just think that at that time, I was so locked into myself as far as how much money I gotta bring in, how much money this bills cost, that I didn't really talk. I didn't want to talk because I'm like, when I got home, I'm like, in a way, I felt a way about an individual who's sitting in the house who should be helping me out financially, not really helping.
So that goes back to what I said. Do you feel like if you came home to the house being clean and food being on the table, that would have made you be comfortable enough to be able to say, when she asked you finally, you got a hot plate of food?
I'm good.
Like, how was your day? That would have made you open up.
Because I think because I think that she showed the appreciation. Like, bro, he out here working 12 hours a day.
But I also think that also too, she probably thought like, damn, I ain't really able to help him with the bills, but I'm able to make sure he's fed and he's energized to be able to take care of those things.
Yeah. That's the give and take. You know what I mean? Because sometimes, and that's on the shoe on the other foot. If the woman is working all crazy, and if you can cook, or if you got money to order her some food, so when she gets to the house, everything is cool.
So,
like, you know what I'm saying? Like women like flowers and things like that, but they don't give us stuff like that. We don't get no flowers or
I think people don't
appreciation.
understand that.
We don't get no cards. You know what I'm saying?
Relationships is almost customer service for all. And I say that because you're giving it. It's a service. It's about giving.
Right.
It's not about take. Because what you just said. If I'm always giving everything and I don't get nothing in return, now my cup's empty. And yours is overflowing because I'm giving. You know what I mean? That's why I say it's a service on both sides. So both parties is pouring into each other's cup. There's no room for, oh, I can't stand you, or we arguing all the time about stuff. No, we both are feeling love. We're both able to be open and communicative, and you know we can converse in a positive way.
Why do you think that women don't communicate like that? Is that a background?
I mean, I feel like it can go many ways.
Yeah.
Some people don't, you know, based off of how they was raised, you know, in the household, they might not even talk to their parents about how they're emotionally feeling or anything like that. You know, or maybe never really had that platform or that person to come to and talk to them about their feelings. So just naturally growing up, that's how they are. You know what I mean? There's plenty of reasons why people don't talk. You know what I mean? Some people feel like they might just hold things in, and when they hold it in, they're able to control it or do things better. They might feel like some people talk too much. It could be a lot of things. You know what I mean? But in general, with women, I feel like
Do you think it's fair when they do hold it in and then they wait 2-3 months later to blow up on you on something that happened 2-3 months ago?
I've dealt with that in a bunch of relationships, and I can't stand it. You know what I mean? Like,
bring up.
In my opinion, we could have been solved this problem.
Yeah.
We could have been handled this. You know?
I agree too.
I feel like ain't on my time either. You know
you said everything's not on your time, but at a certain point, it gets to a point where you didn't forget why she was mad at you.
I didn't even know.
And all of a sudden, it comes up.
And you're like,
another conversation.
Right.
So now it's stacked on stack.
Right. Yeah, no, I don't think that's fair. I don't think it's very
I think there is time where you gotta cool down. There should be a time period where you cool down and be like, all right, let's revisit this. I feel like that goes back to not going to bed angry too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you feel when problems and situations arise in a relationship and a person feels away, the guy or the girl or whatever, do you feel the guy should always be the one to bring up the problem in the house?
No.
When it's the elephant in the room, it's been sitting there the whole time.
No, I don't think so.
But the guy is the one that always brings it up. Like, and she's making it seem like it ain't no problem until you bring it up.
Right.
Then when you bring it up and you talk about it, she want to bring up everything that you did wrong. Mm-hmm. When it's my time to tell you about how I feel about what you did.
I feel like it goes back to emotional intelligence and really just being able to control your emotions. If she's pointing that finger, it's like, what are you hiding? Why is it always my fault?
Hey.
At a certain point, when are you going to be accountable? And
Definitely.
I feel like a lot of people aren't at that point where they can really put themselves accountable. Because you think about it, you look at their lives, bills is behind, cars raggedy, houses raggedy, kids raggedy, but you look good.
Yeah, you good. I see you got your lashes, you got everything. You got the ponytail, and your kids got the snotty face and all that.
And you go to grandma's house and she tell you about yourself.
Wow.
You mad because she done told you about herself. And it's like, no, I'm holding you accountable because it's like, why do you look good and these kids look bad? Why you look good, your car's messed up?
Yeah.
Why you look good, your house is dirty, but you out here partying like you just won the lottery?
Yeah.
It don't make sense. You know what I mean? And I feel like also too, this generation now, like even now, we don't have those grandmothers that can hold us accountable.
Yeah,
So now people have to hold themselves accountable, and all they're going to do is gaslight themselves.
I was saying something similar even when it comes to people, because like and this is a touchy subject, some people might not like it, but even as parents, you know what I mean? You know how hard it is for teachers to call parents nowadays and say their kid did something wrong?
Yep.
Man, them
Say they get what?
They're wrong.
call the parents and say your child did something wrong.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? That's 9 times out of 10, it's like the teacher and the parents start arguing. It's like, your child did something wrong. I'm just trying to do my job, inform you, I'm not, it don't necessarily speak to your bad parenting or anything, but it's just, like Tom said, you know what I mean? Things change over the generations, and it's to a point where it's like, even as teachers, they can't
be who they are.
They can't even, communicate to a parent half the time without the parents being ready to
say it too.
That's great.
I feel like parents nowadays are more so trying to be their kid's friend rather than be their parent.
That's true.
Everybody's like wants to be, they want to have that buddy relationship, not realizing that you have to grow and earn that spot in your parents' life. Because in their head, no, I'm your parent. And remember, that's the code. They used to say it all the time. I'm not one of your little friends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I feel like that's important to let those kids know that you're not on my level. We are not equals.
At all. Nowhere close.
You don't pay no bills here.
Nothing.
You sleep. You basically you live in here for free. But that's where the chores come in at too. You know what I mean? And I feel like as parents, that's where our generation falls short. We don't check our kids. We don't stand on the consequences when we sit there and do open threats or anything like that.
Yeah,
Look at our parents back
yeah.
then, there was no open threats. They meant what they said, even if it happened they told you at 1 p.m., I'm gonna whoop your ass.
That's it.
And hey, they'll literally wait all day, and it's 12 a.m., and you like, I'm about to go sleep. And here comes it. You thought I would forgot. You know what I mean? They stood on that, regardless of how long it took, they stood on it. We don't stand on that now. Well, I'm gonna take their phone. And I got a tablet.
Right.
Oh, I'm gonna take your tablet. And I got a PS5. We gotta stand on no electronics.
Yeah.
If I gotta take everything out your room and have the door open, then so be it. And I'm gonna stand on that. And don't come in asking me, can I get out punishment? We weren't out there. We didn't even think about can I get out punishment.
Yeah,
when our parents said 2 weeks, bro, I got 2 weeks, bro.
Locked down.
I'm looking out the window.
Locked down.
R&B pose.
Like, yep.
You down there whispering, hey, that's my mom. Telling your friends, she'll say yes to you. You know what I mean? But then it gets to a point too where she's making you stand on it too. No, I told you no, don't come back around here. I'm gonna put you on punishment.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? That's how it was. We don't do that now. We don't even look out for each other's kids now. Like, I'm tired of going on freaking Facebook and we see all these damn missing kids.
Yes.
Where's the community help at like we used to?
Yeah.
We could be outside as people on those porch. You better stop before I tell you dad.
Yep.
But again, that's where you do that nowadays.
They fight it.
Yeah, the parents is ready to come at you no matter what you
It's
say.
like, I'm just looking out for your kid. You know what I mean? And that's where a lot of our problems is. And I feel like it comes with, again, like I said, I wish social media stopped at MySpace. Everybody sees stuff on there and think that's how life is supposed to be when it's not real. You go to some of these celebrity homes, it's the most toxic place, but on social media, they're making it seem like it's heaven. And it ain't.
Yeah. I hear you on that, wishing social media stopped at MySpace, but I'm happy that. For multiple reasons.
I mean, I know money-wise, but go ahead.
No, even outside of money, I'm thinking about the connections you can build. You know what I'm saying? You know
But
how many
we were
groups
built
are
that
on.
socially.
Yeah.
I feel like we had a better economy when we were more social. We're not social now. You can't get a kid to go into the mall and talk to a girl.
Not at all.
I hear that. You know what I mean? You rather slide in DMs.
You look at even dating now. You dating through social media. You don't even know who this person truly is.
It turns into a catfish.
Facts. That's why catfish. There's no reason why there should be a catfish TV show.
I'm true. Well, I'm saying that from a sense of, I give you that for sure, and I'm saying it from a sense of community as well, though. Because you know how many people in this world might have felt like they didn't belong until they were part of a social media group, or they didn't fit in until they found a certain support group online or something.
But that's also too. I feel like why our community also needs to advocate for therapy.
Yeah, even outside of that, but I mean, on top of that, it's like, all right, I like even Facebook. I like the fact that I'm able to connect with family members I ain't seen in years, or another family member might have died who had that person's info.
So if you know on Facebook, I'm on MySpace.
It's bigger.
I know it's at a bigger level now.
Yeah, I feel like
for sure. I think it's at a bigger level now. But I feel like with MySpace, you can literally tell a lot about a person. Even when the music comes on, when you want
It
to
explodes.
It literally opens you to their world. You know what I mean? You knew who their best friends were, who they were dating at the time.
I don't agree with that.
You know what I mean?
I don't agree. You know, and I'm only saying that because I have my MySpace page. I never ran my MySpace page.
You never what?
I never ran it.
Retarded.
No, I had people doing it for me. Like literally, you know, girls I might have talked to, hey, she does MySpace. I never was into that. So it's like, oh, well, go ahead, do something on my page. So everything on there, it might be some people I do know, it might be some music I do like, but
not
just
something
getting on my
that
page don't mean that was me. I didn't curate this page.
Facts. I get that.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's you. You know what I mean? That's that you. I ain't got time to do all that. You know what I mean?
I wasn't
That's
into
out of
it,
10.
You know what I mean?
You ain't tell, hey, I need you to move this girl here.
Right.
She gonna be jealous as hell.
You know what I mean? Yes.
At a certain point, it was either my friends or my family that was in my top 5. So I ain't got time.
Number one.
You know what I mean? And Tom was number 1.
Because Tom was the best first friend on my screen.
Facts.
So you got to work to get that other 4.
But you see how you said that? You had to earn your spot on that. It wasn't just given because I know you from school. You know what I mean?
I like Facebook. I like IG. But I like Twitter, TikTok, and stuff like that. But it's like nowadays, it's toxic, bro. Like,
it's very toxic.
I think the communication part, a lot of businesses is on there. Also, you tap into a lot of stuff. I just think that type of communication, like business and all that stuff, unfortunately, I'll be like, you should pay for that.
You should pay for it, but I feel like they could be socially too.
There's no doubt.
We went to events where, you know what I mean?
Because I get what he's saying as far as like, you was never the cool guy. But if you go on Facebook, you can put whatever you want and it can create your world.
I kind of look at it like this. Imagine if there was never cell phones, just landlines. Imagine if we never advanced from landlines.
But I feel like life
I think relationships would be 10 times better.
It would be better, bro.
Look
at our lives when we grew up in that time.
The positivity that came from it, yes. I agree. Relationship standpoint, no. No relationship is successful because of cell phone or social media at all.
Okay, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that because imagine a long distance relationship.
That's a landline,
bro. You can email.
That's a lot.
You can video chat. You can Zoom.
I did the video chat. I did the video chat before.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
And you know, I dated somebody that lives in Chicago.
Yeah. So it's like.
But even then, that's still tough because you don't know what that person's doing in your city.
Yeah, but it's like the fact that you can call them on Facebook Messenger and video chat or whatever. That's probably helping their relationship.
But you got Zoom and Teams, bro.
But yeah, Zoom is a whole other app that you can do.
Yeah.
Just like we did, old movie, that joint.
Yeah.
That was hard. We had that. They had the little walkie-talkie. What was that joint called?
The talkie.
The talkie. We had that. Yeah. So I just chopped.
That's why I feel like also
there,
the
like
landline was important because he'll tell you we used to race home from Lucan to see who's gonna get the phone first because you wanted to talk to your girl. You know what I mean?
Bro. Like I told you on the phone. I think I like the cell phone feel. Like I said, don't get me wrong. Sure. But I also think that if minutes wasn't unlimited, this would be a whole nother game.
Thanks.
If you would have to pay for your minutes, you will watch what you're saying to these people. Everything that you will be saying will be important. The nights and weekends we count. You see what I'm saying? Like after 9, I get to talk with you all day. But during the day, I can't really get nothing done because you on the phone with me all the time and I'm wasting the minutes. And if I got a roster full of chicks, I gotta keep 50 minutes for her, 50 for her. I gotta give her at least an hour and 10. And I gotta spread all of that out. And now I'm filling up my car. Now, exactly. And when you putting your money to that, you're being smart on who you talking to and how long you talking. But now you got people who just walking around on FaceTime and not even looking at the screen just to have you on the phone. Like,
and they get those calls from the extended.
That's right.
People too.
Now you got a dead phone. Oh, I got a dead phone every day. I'm like, look at what you was doing with your phone.
And
like,
that shows you too. And now if you pay attention to iPhone or certain apps will tell you how long you've been on, how long you use your phone each day.
Yeah, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Like, and when you look at it, you're like, dang, I did that.
Same way if somebody is spending all their money every day. If you write that down, and I'm not gonna tell you, look at how much money you spent. Dang, I spent all that on honey buns this week. I bought KFC, I went to
All day?
all of that. I spent $100 and something on that. I gotta cut back. I would do the same thing in a relationship.
Gotcha.
I'm not even cut back on them, but I'm like, if I was just sitting on the phone breathing, I need to get off the phone and do something else.
That's why you also too. I feel like
If I
people
can.
became more successful too back then too because of that. Well, that was part of it. It wasn't the whole part, but it was part of it. You think about it. I'm not sitting on the phone all day,
Okay.
so I had to go do something. I had to do something.
But what about the people who have nothing but pure success because of the cell phones? Because they're able to stream, because they can do podcasts, because they can do this.
Well, I'm not saying streaming is a different thing, but I'm saying social media.
Okay.
You talking about internet? You talking about internet?
You're talking about
Okay.
internet.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm
saying
saying cell phones. That's what I was talking
Cell
about.
phones, you know what I mean? There's webcams. You know what I mean?
So, okay,
you
so
still be-
let's take the internet off the cell phone. How does that work? You see what I'm saying? If you take the internet off the cell phone, is the cell phone still being used as it is? There's no TikTok, there's no nothing.
Nothing.
All you can do is
It's
call an individual.
Right.
That's it. But if you get on the internet, you have to go home and get on your laptop.
On that computer.
Suppose.
Do you think people about to just be walking around? I believe it, they would.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, do you think they're just all about to be just walking around with laptops, walking up the street? I don't think
That
so.
would be different. I think it'd be different.
But that's why also too, I feel like that would make it important too, where you can't be social. Like I see kids now, they're scared to tell the waiter what they want to order at the restaurants.
Yeah.
My kids do it.
Yeah.
We weren't like that. Our parents, we was excited when our parents said, "Go ahead and order what you want."
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
let me get that T-bone steak
With that.
with the loaded mashed
Yeah,
potato.
with the loaded.
You know what I mean?
The loaded.
That was a privilege to us.
That's a fact.
Now, when you tell kids, they don't even get excited about that. Kids are privileged now to the point where lobster, shrimp, and all that.
That's what they eat.
It's part of the menu for the week.
Man, you know.
Man,
we
I
had
had it
that
every blue moon.
every blue moon.
And half the time, I didn't get that unless we was on vacation.
Yeah, every blue moon. That was not no consistent thing.
No.
At all.
I can tell you one day I had a lot was chicken, spaghetti.
I tell
Straight
you.
up.
Roman noodles, hot dogs.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
That's if my mom and dad was at work.
Yeah.
But if they were cooking dinner, we're going to either have spaghetti, which is
Spaghetti.
going to last us about 3 days.
Yeah.
We're going to have some type of chicken.
Yeah.
We're going to have, I think in my household, rice was a big thing.
Yeah, mine too. Potatoes.
Green beans and
Green
potatoes.
beans, yeah.
You know what I mean? You're going, and the thing is, we didn't appreciate how much of a home cooked meal we had.
Yeah.
Now it's okay. You go and it wasn't normal for someone to be at McDonald's every day.
No.
Yeah, but
No.
again, the
I
internet,
like
the
that.
cell phones and stuff that made it,
Made it
Yeah.
But we
It
did want those
We
things.
did what?
We did want those things.
We
wanted
I
those
wanted
things.
We
McDonald's
wanted the internet to be
fast.
faster.
We wanted that.
But at the same
We
time,
wanted the
now
internet
look
to be
how
faster.
big, like look how
We
big
wanted it to be portable before I can get out the house.
Yeah.
So is there a way that I can get on my cell phone where I can leave the house and not have to be on there?
And because that's all you gotta think about it. We were way more imaginative,
Back then,
creative
we are
back
now.
then, to even think about that.
Yeah.
Now that we had it, bro, everything's remake movies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, who could be the next step? Nobody was being innovative.
Yeah.
We wanted to be hot sauce.
Yeah.
We didn't want to be freaking Larry Bird.
Yeah. No.
You know what I mean? That's the difference now. You know what I mean? And then we couldn't wait to the next and when mixtape came out.
Yeah, but we was watching.
We was excited about Friday nights with Disney Channel movies.
Or
Kids don't
TGIF.
even watch that stuff
With Family
now.
Matters, Full House,
To the
all that
point
stuff.
where
Yeah.
when you go, y'all remember that they used to show you the Nickelodeon headquarters at the end of the shows?
Yeah.
You look at it now, that color's gone.
Yeah.
It's a corporate building now.
Yeah.
But that's because no one's creative. They don't gotta be as creative they used because kids are not watching. They're watching Cast and Act.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm not dissing
Which
each
is
other.
fire.
That's fire.
Which
He's
is
doing his
fire.
thing. Salute to him. But
Fire.
back then, we watched cartoons on Saturdays. We watched cartoons. We literally put a schedule on ourselves. When we get home from work, from school, do your homework so we can watch Arthur. We can watch
We was
Maury,
watching Power
we can
Rangers.
watch 106
We was watching
Park,
Power Rangers,
Power-
VR Troopers. Yeah,
all
we
that.
wasn't missing 106 and Park.
Home
We was not missing that.
Improvement,
Home Improvement.
Martin,
Fresh
Fresh
Prince.
Prince,
Yeah.
all of that. You know what I mean? We put ourselves on the schedule. So 8 o'clock came, we was ready to
We
watch
knew what it
Disney
was.
Channel movie.
That's a
Or
fact.
whatever TV show came on Disney Channel or Nickelodeon.
Now, you just come in the house, whatever, and just say,
Now, if you look at those shows, I literally went to see Cartoon Network. Cartoon Network literally has 3 cartoons.
Yeah.
Disney Channel literally has 2 shows that they repeat all day long.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like, dang, what happened?
But they get paid for doing it.
You was excited. Me personally, I wanted to be on part of one of those shows.
Yeah.
Granted, it sucks now because it didn't mess their childhood up because we found out what was going on for real.
Yeah, that's fact.
But at the same time, growing up, I wanted to be a Disney Channel kid. I wanted to be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's Disney Channel.
Yeah, it started off when it was
Or Nickelodeon. I wanted to be
slime.
Slime by the Nickelodeon Slime. You know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
Cartoon Network was just, that's what introduced us to anime.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, kids are introducing you, they know rap songs before you even found out about it.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I mean? There's no reason why these kids know more rap lyrics than they do spelling words.
And it's the same thing our parents used to tell us. You know the words to that song, you better know that homework.
Yeah.
We don't enforce that.
We ain't know it.
So when we say
I know I
it,
didn't.
you
My
know,
grades
for
didn't
real.
get good until high school.
But you made sure, if your mom said, take that chicken out of the freezer and it better be unthawed by the time I get home.
Got that, yeah.
You know what I mean? Make sure that house is clean before mom get home at 5 o'clock. We knew we literally timed it. Bro, at 4:30 we gotta make sure his house is clean.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we knew what time my mom was gonna pull up and chicken in the house too. Yeah, man, but that cell phone, man, that cell phone it's a lot of good.
Yeah,
It's a lot of good, but it's a lot of bad.
Sure.
And I think when they're connected to the internet, that's it. But
Yeah.
man, I just as far as in relationships and stuff, bro, like people look for relationship advice online. Instead of just asking
Instead of
your
asking
partner
your grandma.
or asking your partner,
Or
yo,
asking your
what you
partner.
like for real? Like
Facts.
I keep looking up and trying to
Remember
find
I
out what
used to ask
Denzel
you
Washington got to
in high
say.
school?
And you not Denzel. You know?
Exactly.
So why am I? Let me ask Jay what Jay like. Instead of asking Denzel, what do he? You know what I'm saying? Like, come
Ludacris
on,
said
bro.
it best in Pimpin' All Over the World. He was like, one of his lines was, "Hey girl, how you doing?" Stuff just like specifically stuff
Yeah.
like that. You
Yeah,
sit
bro.
there asking the girl, like, you know, how you doing?
Ain't nobody trying to do that no more.
You know what I mean? Guarantee you. This is for every man and woman. If we went to the mall right now, do you think you would have that swag enough to really be able to pull the girls down?
In the mall,
Small.
I'm listening. I can get them wherever now.
Right.
It took a minute to get to that, but I'm here now.
Now, if we go and challenge the generation that's coming up now, I guarantee you.
They can't do that. They ain't pulling up
They
that.
can be short.
Unless they went to school with them. They
Even
scared to
then.
talk to them.
Bro, I literally see my son.
Yeah.
Not just to my boy, that's my boy. You know?
Yeah.
But he'll see somebody out. He'll tell me, oh, I know them. Okay, say something.
They won't say nothing.
Oh, what's up, bro?
Yeah, because y'all not cool. Y'all not cool.
Oh, you with mom and dad?
Outside
What's
of school,
up?
bro.
It was, it's what I'm saying. You cool in school, but outside of school, I don't really mess with
If I
you
see the
like that.
homies, I'm pulling up on them.
Facts.
Yo! In the mall.
Facts. Your mom like,
Yo! They like, bro, that's
Right. And then we respectful to the parents, though.
Yeah.
We introduce ourselves like, how you doing?
Yep.
We turned it, and I ain't that saying not in a bad way, but we turned it to a whole different person.
Yeah.
I literally watched it, and it's rare that I see it. I'm sitting there waiting for my kids to get out of school. These little boys, you can tell they always freaking digging her. She's a
Yeah.
pretty little girl, but they was digging her. They was all trying to crack jokes and stuff, and they started making me think about us. And I'm starting to laugh, and I really watched her mom pulled up. Their whole demeanor changed. All that swag that they were showing, they got proper as heck. Hi, how are you? Hope you're having a good day. Open the door for her. You ain't going out to school. But that made me
bro.
smile like, okay, some kids are still like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's,
Because Don, our mom was talking to her like, who's them? You know what I mean? They were so proper. And she in her head like, man,
Niggas ain't no problem.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
that's crazy.
that's what I feel like made our generation the best generation. We got the best of both worlds, I feel. You know what I mean? We got to live without computers and cell phones. We literally had to go outside and use your imagination and create more games.
We learned to appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we learned to appreciate
That's
it.
why we miss it so
We
much.
learned to appreciate where it came from. Like
Right.
where we at now.
And that's where also, too, we learn respect.
Because that
You know what I
MSN
mean?
dial-up was crazy.
Right. That
You know, your
dialogue.
mom on the phone,
Yeah,
you can't call
Sick.
someone, you can tell somebody on the internet, your girl on the phone,
I hope
your
you
mom
appreciate
pick up the phone, hey, it's 10 o'clock, get off the phone.
Facts.
I'm like, all right, cool, I'm about to get off the phone, and she just stay on the phone until you get off. You can't say I love you, the time to nothing.
You don't even know.
Then you try to call back again at 11 o'clock, you hear the steps creeping to your joint, so you got to quiet, try to hide the phone. She looking for the phone, she picking it up. Marty, you still on the phone?
That's
how you can be hilarious,
Hey,
bro.
she put on the phone. Hey, dinner's
Get
ready. Get
a car.
off the phone. You
I
like,
need to call somebody, get off the phone.
Hey, stay by your phone.
Okay, I'm about to get off the
You heard me
phone.
trying to eat dinner.
Hurry up, get off the phone. I'm staying on the phone until you get off the phone.
What y'all think about this? All the rules and restrictions for the newer generation. Like they can't be in the mall after a certain time. I just saw Chick-fil-A had a sign posted.
Oh,
on the
you're
company,
not allowed.
minors can't even be in Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, that's
like
crazy.
they can't even go to certain
I thought they
restaurants
were
by
all
themselves
hotels,
now.
though. I They brought it on themselves.
That's kind of crazy for a minor to not be able to go inside of Chick-fil-A. Like, what happened in Chick-fil-A to the point that where a minor can't go in there?
I don't know, but it's like they got a lot of restrictions.
We used to hang out after the hooping. We in McDonald's getting dollar menu, chilling. But we were respectful when we were in those environments. Kids nowadays don't respect nothing.
Yes,
when you go to the mall, I'll never forget.
That's tough.
This is even before I got married. It was me, my oldest son, Bryce, and his mom. We were inside the store. We were getting Chinese food. I'll never forget it. We're sitting there ordering, we're joking and stuff. All of a sudden, a fight breaks out right behind me. It got to a point where I had to push them because they were about to fall on her. While she had the baby in her and they didn't care.
Wow.
And they were ready to screw up with me. And it's like, yo, chill. Like, you almost, fell on my family type stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I feel like back then that would have never happened. One, because you seen a grown man.
We're not doing
You're not doing that. You're like, I ain't got no beef with you.
And respect anybody holding a baby. Like, no, let's go outside. Let's go outside.
Facts. Let's go outside so that it don't mess up our time being here.
Yeah.
That's why we were able to go to the malls, be there till freaking 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
We were able to go to the movies by ourselves and meet the girls there. We were able to just do things. You're not even about to go to Kittywood by themselves. You gotta walk and get a ticket and go in there with them.
Yeah.
We were able to do that. That's why Pano's picnic ain't the same.
That's why they rep and shop. They acting like they don't got no sense.
That's why I told Josh, I'm
It's
like,
hard.
yo, why don't y'all ask to go nowhere? Like, that's weird. Like, when they only want to go somewhere when we're there. We don't need our parents there. Hey, can I go get my friend's hair? You know what I mean? We had the cell phone. That's why we had a cell phone. So we could call home.
In case of emergency.
That's it. That's all we used it for. You better not use these minutes up. Bro, I can't use these minutes up. I gotta be able to call
And they
home.
know how many minutes it was.
You know what I mean? That's how it was. And then your friend that didn't have it, hey, you get 2 minutes. You literally time them, like, bro. All right, 2 minutes is up, bro.
Life is different, bro. Life is definitely different than what it is now.
And that's why I always say, too, like, kids now, they be like, oh, we dance better than y'all.
They do what?
They dance better than us.
They got the dance moves from us.
Not even that, bro. When I see them doing, what was the one dance? The Soldier Boy and all that stuff. They weren't even doing it right. They sitting there doing the, like, what the heck is all that? That's not. What is you doing?
I think we already did.
TikTok, because a lot of these dances originating from TikTok and all that. Me personally, I barely use TikTok. When I do use it, I use it for like more educational purposes. You know what I'm saying?
You got a lot of knowledge.
In another city, trying to find out what's going on, a good spot to eat or something like that. You know what I mean? Or I'm looking up something random that I'm trying to do a project I'm working on or something. Maybe DJing or working on a house or a car or something. But yeah, I feel like the majority of people don't use it for that purpose. You know what I'm saying? It's entertaining to scroll. You know what I mean? So how do y'all personally use it?
TikTok?
Yeah.
Like, TikTok, I use it. I just watch it. I like laughing.
I'm cracking up, yo.
I do the same thing with you too, like finding different things. Like, you go out of town, looking like, okay, what's good to eat and all that stuff. I post for it, but I don't post like that. You know what I mean? Like, it be stuff that I already recorded type stuff.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And TikTok is just, I like to scroll on it.
Yeah, I post on it. I post on it for business, like, because all my podcast episodes and stuff, so I repost that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good platform to let people know little clips of what you got going on and stuff like that. But TikTok ain't nothing but a rabbit hole. If you want to laugh, go on TikTok. And you will be on TikTok for hours. Then you're about to pee on yourself at home. You got a bathroom at your crib and you still about to pee on yourself.
And I use
It's some
Instagram.
funny people in this world.
Oh, they're definitely funny, like mad funny people. But I use Instagram for like inspiration.
Yeah.
Like, if I get on Instagram, I got friends on there that, people that we know on there. But when you look on my page, it's inspirational quotes, it's stuff about God and all that stuff. That's what I use that for. Facebook, just because, like you said, family and stuff, they interact with them and all that stuff. That's it. You wouldn't know anything about my life unless I wanted you.
Is believing in God a deal breaker in a relationship? If they tell you they don't rock with God like that, that's a deal breaker.
I'm interested. I would like to understand why.
I don't think it's a deal breaker because I feel like God can use you to bring that person that didn't really believe in Him.
But wait. Let me ask you this, because that can get deeper. Because not everyone has the same religion, same faith.
Right.
So, are you saying like don't believe in a higher power, higher being at all?
At all. Like atheists.
Okay. All right.
No, because I've seen atheists become believers.
Eminem did.
I've seen
It probably took time.
It takes time.
Yeah.
But the thing is, God already knows where everybody's going.
Yeah. So everybody, like you said, everybody don't believe in the same stuff, but they believe it's a higher power, something is up.
Mm-hmm.
They know this ain't all man-made. This ain't, you know what I'm saying? That had to be God, or it had to be the higher power, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, I just want, is it a deal breaker? If you date a girl and she like, you know what I'm saying? So is it a deal breaker if she's a Satan worshiper?
Satan worshiper, that's dead.
I don't think my faith in religion, I don't think I can play that game.
No.
Let me ask you this. let me travel that line right in between. I'm gonna travel that line right in between.
All right.
And ask y'all this: how do y'all feel about people who are more spiritual than religious? So they might not believe in God, but they believe in the universe. They might not believe in the Bible, but they might believe in tarot cards.
No, that's witchcraft. And the way
That's a touchy subject.
It's a touchy subject.
That's a touchy subject. My ex is like that. My ex is like that. So, when
you gotta be careful with that.
that's a tool.
Ooh, that's a thin line.
When you look at, cause I don't get down with the religious. I don't like that. Like when the whole the religious, that's. Bro, come on, God. Like, I don't even think God is religious. You know what I'm saying? So, in my head like that, I'm like, no. But when you start saying stuff like, instead of giving God his credit, and you start saying the universe, in my head, I'm like, who you think created that?
Exactly.
Why you keep saying the universe? Like, all I'm saying is, like, who made the universe? If you say God, I'm like, well, why don't you acknowledge that instead of saying, oh, yeah, all the universe and all my stars align. Who made the stars? That's all I want. I like, take out the middleman and go to the main. What if you feel there's a higher power, or if you feel there's a main source?
So,
right.
Do y'all feel like there is a space? Do you feel like there is an outer space? Do you feel like
outer space, like where the moon and stuff is at, Jupiter and all that?
Do you feel like that's real? Do you feel like there's like a firmament? No.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so.
So you think we're not the only beings in the world?
I mean, I don't know about that. I don't know. I think it's aliens. I think it's extraterrestrials. I don't know where they at. But
yeah, we probably live amongst them right now.
Yeah, I don't know where they at, but yeah. But yeah, like.
Do y'all think the world's round or do y'all think it's flat?
Oh God. Every time you get on, every time you fly in a plane, you just your perspective changes, bro. It's
definitely different.
When you in the air, bro,
it's different.
It's different. You like,
it's different.
Is this flat, bro? Can we go a little higher? Is this the ceiling?
But that's what I always wonder.
Is
like,
this the ceiling?
You ever notice they don't fly above.
No.
They fly through.
And then sometimes they fly below it. They're in case.
So that's what I'm saying.
But they're never over top of them.
That's what I'm saying. Is it?
But there's reasons for that. You know, according to science.
I think the pressure and all that stuff.
Yeah, there's reasons.
So I'm gonna let y'all in on a little something. I'm somewhat I like watching conspiracy theories because some of that stuff makes sense.
Right.
You
say your mom is a conspiracy?
I believe my mom. She won't admit it, but Mom, I think you are. For real. Like, she believes in God and all that.
Yeah.
But some stuff you be like, Mom, where do you get that from?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, your imagination is wild. But I do believe in some conspiracies. You know what I mean? I do believe that there is an Area 51. I do believe that there is aliens. You know what I mean? I do believe that, man has been in contact with aliens for years or generations for real.
Yeah.
Even like the pyramids and stuff. They say, such and such. No, something else.
Yeah, something's like.
They're more intelligent built.
You think dinosaurs was here?
Do I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
I think they were here more recently when people are trying to say they were.
Yeah, I think so.
To be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because you think about it, like, there's no way that a freaking mountain looks like an elephant. And I don't know if you ever seen those videos and stuff where it's like, bro, I look like an elephant. No, that is an elephant, bro. That look like an alligator. There ain't no way that the earth just said, I'm gonna shake this in the shape of an alligator or whatever it may look like to you. You know what I mean? I don't believe that. You know what I mean? I do believe Like, like I said, they say the book of Enoch and all that stuff.
I believe that's real.
I believe that stuff's real.
I believe that stuff is real. And I think it was pulled out the Bible for a reason.
For a reason.
Because they didn't want us to know.
They didn't want us to know.
I don't think God is only in the Bible.
No.
I don't.
I
A lot of people who just like, oh no, we just only follow this.
No.
I don't think that's the case.
I think, like,
honestly
Jay said
think
this years ago. I do think that man definitely added stuff to the Bible.
Hey, bro, I got proof. In Matthew chapter 21 verse something, they took verses out. It skips. It goes from 19 to 21. You take out 20. 20 is not there.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say like for example, if a scripture said, if you pray and believe in God, you will be saved from this, and this, whatever. As long as you boom, 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 boom.
Mm-hmm.
In the scripture, it'll say the first part, but then it's as long as you, it's not there. So you're doing all of this, but it's still not coming to pass because it's not there.
And that's what I fucking
So it's not giving you the full of what you're really supposed to be doing. So you can't. It's all those versions, the King James, the NIV, the ABC, the Z. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot, bro.
And they're saying also too, like in the book of Enoch, it says too, the angels aren't what we think they look like.
Yeah.
Like that's not what angels look like.
That's a bro.
There's a lot of other stuff too. That's why I always wonder, like, what if we did go, when we died, we went to heaven, and God was really female, or
that's on the table,
or even
both.
You know how they say, oh, God's black. Like, yeah, and there's a movie called The Shack, and you watch it. They got a black woman playing God.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They got the Holy Ghost in there, and then also Jesus in there too.
Yeah.
But that book, I read the book, and then the movie's dope too. I feel like everyone should definitely look into that.
Yeah.
But then that's also too kind of answer some of the questions where you're like, dang, I thought I was the only one that thought about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I feel like that movie can also help atheists too, who don't believe.
Yeah.
Like, dang, might start getting their mind and start getting them to believe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like that.
Another movie too I will shout out to is there's a movie, I forget what it's called. I want to say the teacher kept saying that Jesus wasn't real, and the kid challenged him, and he was like, "Okay, I want you to write me an essay to prove your theory," and he literally proved it. And I feel like I gotta remember what that movie's called, but the teacher ended up actually getting hit by a car, about to die, and they were able to get him to believe in God, and he basically decided, you know what I mean, I accept Jesus as my Savior and Lord Savior, you know, things like that.
Yeah.
And as he died, you can see that his spirit went up to heaven. I thought that was pretty good. I gotta look what that's called.
Well, today was a dope podcast. We was everywhere.
All over the place.
We was everywhere.
For sure.
Make sure y'all share, like, comment, and subscribe. We got our IG
share,
channel
comment,
up now.
Subscribe. IG.
So it's Monty and Tone Podcast, all one word, on IG. You know what I'm saying? On YouTube, the same way, Monty and Tone Podcast.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You'll probably see this episode sooner than you think. You know what I'm saying?
And then comment too. Comment if you got questions that you would like to hear our point of view on. Comment if you actually don't agree with us, or you agree with us. Interact with us.
Yeah.
Let us know. We would love to be able to talk about it. You know what I mean? That's what we do here at the Montes and Tone Podcast.
Yes, and we got what is that? What is we call it? A segment that we're gonna have on the next episode. I'm like, man, I need to ask you something.
It's called
That's what it's called. So if you want us to ask a question or anything like that, go to our Instagram, go into the DM and create a video and be like, man, I need to ask you something, and tell us what you want to ask, and we'll answer it on the podcast.
It could be anything.
It could be anything.
Sports, music,
anything,
movies,
life.
Anything. We'll answer it.
Yeah.
We'll share it on the podcast.
Anything. If you need help with anything or whatever, stuff like that, or if you want some advice or whatever, we're here for it.
If you want a man's point of view.
Yeah.
And we got 3 of them here. We got 3 of us.
And all of us don't think the same.
We all don't think the same.
We all don't think the same.
Maybe we can help you understand it from a man's point of view, so it can help you in whatever endeavor or reason why you're asking the question.
Yeah.
And that's that.
I appreciate y'all.
Peace.
Okay.
That was
That was dope. We was everywhere.
That was
I feel like we kind of stayed on the topic of the main topic, which was relationships and all that stuff too.
Yeah, that's the end of our podcast.
But
being for real.
even though we it's like, dang, you know, it's just dope. That's just dope. It's funny too because, like I said, we'll tell women all day long how we think, and y'all still won't listen.
We be all on camera, telling y'all everything.
That's preaching it, huh, brother? You got a Type C charger up here, bro?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Wait. You said Type C.
Yeah.
Is it over there?
Android, though.
It might be upstairs on my computer. I'll go get it.
Two to the dome, you know I came to kill. And all the DJs and beat makers know the drill. Your boy back, they all run like sawmill. This beat was just sent to me, this was a fresh kill. But you ain't know when I load up, I act wild. Like draw four, my screen kicks like a bad child. It's time to relocate, but not the eastbound. Call me a virus, we moving to the west now. I've been bugging more ammo than any Russian. My 16s I air out like a semi-bussin'. My chick bad, I sing to her like David Ruffin. Give her the game, she roll up, we lit and puffin'. Thought I was done, but this rapping is in my bloodline. Keep feeding me beats, I zip them up like K-Shine. The swag so out of this world, never in state lines. Used to be passing with everything, now I take mine. Pittsburgh, my name Montes, some of you notice me. I get you lit and I'm brown, nickname me Hennessy. I came in the game, they ain't do nothing but doubt. But now I feel like a tongue to win my name in your mouth.